South Florida sunshine, palm trees lie, perfect smile, practice cry. Red dress walking into court, every glance says less than more. New husband, short honeymoon, whispers blooming way too soon. Phones light up at 2 a.m., promises written, erase a man. She says it was a movie scene, but the script was way too clean. Every word began to drip when detectives hit record and hit play. Text messages and red flags, love letters turning into body bags. She says it was all pretend, but pretend don't pay a hitman. Lipstick lies and camera lights, reality TV meets real life night. Say it once, say it twice, the truth don't bend when the tapes play nice. Undercover with a wire tight, listening quiet, letting her talk all night. Is he dead? Slips out too fast, future plans while the present cracks. She flips the switch, she plays a role, victim voice, then full control. Tears on cue, mascara rain, but the timeline won't explain. Rehearse shock, a practice gasp, hands too steady, answers fast. Every version slightly shifts while the jury reads between the script. Text messages and red flags, smiling while she does the math. She says it was all pretend, but pretend don't hire a friend. Gold hoops, heels, and courtroom sound. Every line leaves fingerprints around. Say it once, say it twice. Truth don't blink under cross-exam lights.
What's up?
YOLO.
Yeah. Okay. This is all weird.
Wow, you sound very crisp.
Thank you. Finally, I got a new computer. So
Woo!
my son has been over here setting it all up this afternoon. It was here yesterday, but it was sitting quietly doing nothing. But now everything's different and everything is weird. So if anything happens today, sorry.
Brandon, it's your fault.
Yeah. He's like, I'm staying here for a minute to make sure it all goes okay. I think we're doing well though. But my
it looks good. Sounds good.
good. Okay, great. My headphones are plugged into a different spot. And Brandon, you asked me if I could hear myself earlier, and I told you no, that was a lie. Because now I can't hear anything and it's driving me nuts.
Oh no,
I hear you.
Anything?
I hear you. I hear you. I can hear audio from like court TV, but I don't hear myself. So yeah, everything. It's good. It's all swell. So hopefully we don't have any issues, and it just all runs great. That's the plan. I saw Wendy popped in here earlier. What's up, Wendy?
Everyone knows it's Wendy.
Fun fact, I used to be able to play that song on the piano. Now I don't know how to play the piano.
Wow, really? You could?
I could. What's up, Bad Dazzer? How are you? Yes, whoever is on time. Woo.
Nice.
Hello, Deidre. And I am glad to see you here on time tonight, Snipe. I was a little disappointed last night in your performance. So, JK, doing something very important. Like getting the bidet installed or something. I don't know.
I think they already installed it, didn't they, Snipe?
No, do not do that. Okay. Sorry. Hello, Flash fan. Hello, Bobby. Bobby Bologna. Everyone cares that you're here. Hello, Ronnie.
Bologna. Bologna.
Bologna. Ronnie, señorita bonita.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Oh, there's Bray.
I know how to say.
What's up, Bray?
Hey, Bray.
Yeah. I think I got everybody. You bet I can't play the Peanuts Christmas theme on piano. Correct. I don't have a piano anymore, and I haven't played it in a very, very long time.
Can you play the piano, Flashman?
I don't know. It surprised me.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me either.
Inclined.
He's in chorus and stuff. Maybe he knows.
Yep.
He knows how.
Oh no.
Okay.
You have a grand piano? Wow. I played on one of those once. I loved it. Well, maybe it was baby grand. I loved it. And then I realized how expensive they were. And I would never own one.
Yeah, the grand pianos are crazy. What can you play, Bobby, on the piano?
Ooh. Ultrasounded guided IVs. I've had some of those.
Wow.
When the nurses can't get it started on me. But today, first try, she got it. And she, so far, no bruises.
Snipe. Stop it.
Bobby plays the flute.
I'm assuming he's going to say the skin flute, but.
I don't know. Not quite that low on mine.
He says he's sitting at 4. What's up? What's 4?
I don't.
Are we doing maths again? I can't. I can't. I can't do it.
The flesh flute. I was going to say the skin flute, but okay.
That's
Yours
right.
is better.
We didn't say that. Snipe said it.
Bad Dazzer. I used to play with my orc.
We all know you do.
Gabby, would my mind go there? Yes.
Yes, it would.
All right. I think we got that. So apparently I missed a witness when I was going through everything yesterday. Oopsies. We're not going to start with Sergeant Ranzie. Like I said, we're going to end with him.
Oh wow.
But we're gonna start with a woman.
Not a woman.
I know. I didn't quite catch her name because she
Is
surprised
it
me.
Abby Normal?
It is not Abby Normal.
Okay, good.
And I cannot speak if she is normal or not. But she threw me off so much when she showed up when I was trying to make sure the audio, that I could hear the audio, that I was like, who the heck is that? Am I on the wrong video? I wasn't. I just missed her. I don't know how I missed her because I had to miss like half the video. But I think it's Stephanie Slater or Slay or something. I don't know. We'll find out. But anyway, I don't know that we learned anything groundbreaking yesterday from the law enforcement that testified, other than the defense is going to hammer on this cops video and actors and acting, and that's all they have, in my opinion.
Right.
But so we should, unless I've completely missed another half of a video, get to the cops video tomorrow.
Okay.
Part of it. One angle of it. So, and I will try tomorrow if I have time to look through the rest of the videos to see if we see any more of it, because if not, then we can go on the hunt for it, because I know you guys all want to see it. We may have to show it in Discord though, you know.
Oh, the cops, yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that.
But all right, let's get started with I think her name is.
Did you hear Caleb sneeze?
I did.
He's so loud.
Is he?
Everything he does is just on maximum volume.
I always say, when somebody says that, I'm like, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Oh, I totally will, for sure. But it's,
Is it my mom was always like, "You're gonna miss me when I'm gone." Like, of course.
Yeah.
But while you're here, it's you do a lot of funny stuff and it's hilarious.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, turn it down like 3 notches maybe. Even
like,
just
I'm
one.
just
Even just a half. I mean, I'd take that.
just a tick. Just a
Yeah,
tick
just
on
one
the
little,
All right, I'm gonna start this
okay.
because I've got to see if I can fix my headphones are driving me crazy.
Okay.
But before I do that, I will make sure you all can hear it.
Sure.
This
I'll
is
tell you.
this is a test run, doing it live.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're
I
about to
can
give
hear
will be
it.
the truth, the whole truth, and nothing
Is
but
it
the
too
truth? I do.
Yeah, no, I can hear it perfectly fine.
not too loud or anything?
No, not
All
at
right.
all.
All right. And she's kind of a pretty lady, so you all enjoy her.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at what Shinny was writing. Your ex used to say that AJ just takes extra days at the range. Wow.
Oh,
Well, I don't feel that way about anybody. Well, I mean, I can't say that. I don't feel that way about anybody that I am currently around or want to be around. What's up, Haley? Okay. All right. Here we go.
all right.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
And once you get settled in there and get the microphone adjusted, please tell us your name.
Sure, it's Stephanie Slater.
How do you spell your last name?
Slater.
Thank you so very much.
Good afternoon. Ms. Slater, where are you currently employed?
The Boynton Beach Police Department.
How long have you been with the Boynton Beach Police Department?
4 years.
And are you a sworn police officer?
No,
What is your position at the Boynton Beach Police
I'm
Department?
the public information officer.
And what does a public information officer do?
I'm the liaison between the officers and the public and all of the media.
And prior to working for the Boynton Beach Police Department, what did you do?
I worked for the Palm Beach Post newspaper
As a reporter?
as a reporter. Yes.
And did you work at another newspaper before that?
The Boca Raton News as a reporter.
Now, you said you're a liaison between the media and the Boynton Beach Police Department. Tell the jury exactly what your duties and responsibilities are.
I'm responsible for writing all of the press releases, maintaining our websites, our social media sites, fielding requests for interviews, public records requests, and doing any interviews on TV or radio or with the newspapers.
Now, is it important as the public information officer at the Boynton Beach Police Department for you to know of cases that are significant or newsworthy?
Yes,
Why is that?
because usually when there's something that is significant, it will draw media attention. And it's important for me to know ahead of time what that might be so that when the media calls, I'm prepared with information to give to them.
Now, what kind of cases fall into the category of being significant or newsworthy?
It can range from a burglary in progress to a burglary where there's exciting surveillance video. It's every day it's something different.
And what about homicides and robberies and kidnappings, things like that also?
Yes.
Now, you mentioned that you also issue press releases.
Yes.
Tell us about that. How do you go about issuing a press release?
Usually what happens is a detective that's working that case will sit down with me prior to us releasing it to the media and provide me with that information so that, and having a journalism background, I can anticipate some of the questions that might be asked. And so I'll ask the detective for more information and then I will write it up. And when the time is ready, I'll release it to the media.
Why is it important that you keep the public informed about what's going on in Boynton Beach?
Well, the public has a right to know because we are a public service agency. Taxpayers are paying our salary. It's important for us to keep them informed of what we're doing to keep them safe.
Can you give some examples of cases in which you have issued press releases as the public information officer at Boynton Beach?
Sure, there have been tons of them. We had a woman whose home was burglarized and she installed a webcam and happened to be at work, and she saw there were some burglars in her home, and she called Boynton Beach Police, and we responded to the home, and the whole thing was caught on webcam, and we arrested the 2 suspects that were in the home, and the video also went viral, and that was a press release that we put out about the arrest of these 2 suspects caught in the act of a burglary. So that's one of them. I do press releases all of the time. We're looking for fraud suspects, someone who might use a stolen credit card at Target, and we have surveillance video of the suspects. We'll release that and ask for the public's help in identifying them.
Now, is that the only time that you ever get media to assist in your investigations?
Usually when we're trying to identify someone, or if it's a silver alert and we're looking for someone suffering from Alzheimer's or dementia, we'll put out photos and press releases at that time as well. Or if there's a traffic crash and we need to notify the public that roads are going to be closed, we'll ask the media to assist us in that.
Now let's go back to March 3rd of 2009. Did you issue a press release on that day?
Yes.
And what was that press release about?
It was announcing that we were now going to be using Twitter as another one of our social networking tools.
And tell the jury how the Boynton Beach Police Department uses Twitter to assist in keeping the public aware.
Right. Well, we've been using Facebook. We started using Facebook a good year before that. And Twitter was the next logical step in using social media as a way to engage the community online and to give them information and educate them.
Do you also use YouTube and MySpace as other ways to keep the media informed about what's going on at the Boynton Beach Police Department?
Yes. YouTube was the first type of, I don't know that YouTube is social media, but that was the first type of website that we started using. And that was back in 2007 as a way to get video to the media because the files were too large to email. So we figured if it was going to be a public record anyway, then why not make it easier for the media and put it on YouTube for them to access that way.
Now, you said it was going to be a public record. What do you mean by that?
Meaning that the videos that we were releasing to the media, whether it to be help us identify a suspect, surveillance video, through Florida's public record law, it was a public record that under the law we were able to release to the media to use, whether it be on their website or their newscast.
Okay. Now, how many videos? Well, I guess you mentioned that you use YouTube. Did you post any videos on YouTube prior to August 5th of 2009?
Yes.
And what videos are posted on YouTube?
Surveillance videos, video from our police memorial, public service announcements, any news coverage that we thought was well done from the local media regarding our police department, things like that.
Let me take you back to September 2nd of 2008. Did you write an email to someone by the name of Brian Collins?
Yes.
Who's Brian Collins?
He is a producer for Cops.
And is that the television show?
The television show Cops, yes.
And what was the purpose of your email?
It was to invite them to come to Boynton Beach to film with us.
Why did you want Cops, the TV show, to film with your department?
The chief had asked if I could reach out to them and invite them to come, so I did.
Was that the only email that you sent to Mr. Collins?
No.
How many emails did you send him?
Numerous.
And did Mr. Collins ever respond to any of your emails?
Yes, he responded, and it was back and forth for several months.
And did Cops decide ultimately to come film in Boynton Beach?
Yes, they had been filming with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office and Martin County Sheriff's Office, and they decided in April to spend a couple of days and ride with us and kind of feel it out and see what the experience would be like. And they did. And then they contacted us after that in May to say that they were interested in doing 8 weeks with us.
And was that May of 2009?
Yes.
Did Mr. Collins give you an exact date that filming would begin at the Boynton Beach Police Department?
Yes.
What was that date?
August 11th.
And did that date ever change?
Yes.
Who changed the date?
Brian Collins did.
And when was the date changed to?
August 4th.
Now, is August 4th of 2009 the day that the television show Cops actually came to the Boynton Beach Police Department to start filming?
If that was a Tuesday, then yes.
And what shift were they supposed to work? Do you remember?
They were coming for the day shift that day because the purpose was for them to meet the command staff and familiarize themselves with the actual police department.
And once after they came that day for the day shift, were they supposed to then go and work on the night shift or film on the night shift?
2 of them were, and then the rest of them were coming back to really start the next day, the next evening.
Who were the cops, camera guys and sound guys supposed to ride with? Was it set out who they would ride with?
They were riding with road patrol officers.
And how are road patrol officers different than detectives?
The road patrol officers are assigned to handle calls for service on the road, and the detectives are assigned to the detective bureau to handle cases.
Do you remember who was at the Boynton Beach Police Department on August 4th of 2009 from the Cops television show?
Jimmy Langley, who is a producer. Chris Flores was a sound guy. Sean, I don't remember his last name. And he was a cameraman. And then Ryan, I don't remember his last name. And another guy who didn't stay with us the whole time. He was only there for a couple weeks, and I don't remember his name.
Did cops enter into any agreement with the Boynton Beach Police Department about whether or not any film that they captured would be aired before a criminal case was closed?
We had a standard production agreement with them.
And what did that say?
And that was that it's their policy that we would have first right of refusal for anything that they filmed. But nothing in there said, in that standard production agreement, said anything about airing the shows.
Do you know if there was any specific conversations about any footage that they obtained in this case, the Dalia Dippolito case, and when that would be filmed or aired?
Yes, we did. We have a email that states that we have an agreement with them that nothing from this case would air until after it was completely finished.
Do you know Sergeant Paul Sheridan?
Yes.
Do you have much interaction with him?
When it comes to cases that his division is working with,
And what division is that?
the major case squad.
What kind of cases does a major case squad handle?
That would be a question for them.
Do you know whether or not they handle homicides and burglaries, robberies, things like that?
Yeah, homicides and robberies, but I don't know the scope of everything
Okay.
that they handle.
All right, sorry. Now, on August 4th of 2009, the day that Cops was supposed to start filming, did Sergeant Sheridan come to speak to you about this solicitation to commit first-degree murder case?
Yes.
Do you know why he was talking to you about the case?
Well, because it's not uncommon for the detective sergeants to come and talk to me about cases that ultimately will result in an arrest and could draw media attention.
Based upon your conversation, and don't tell me what he told you specifically, but when did you think that the solicitation to commit first-degree murder had occurred? Prior to August 4th or after August 4th?
Prior to August 4th.
Did you speak to Sergeant Sheridan about the show, the television show Cops?
Yes.
And whose idea was it to allow cops to film at the staged crime scene on August 5th of 2009? Now, after your conversation with Sergeant Sheridan on August 4th of 2009, what, if anything, did you do next?
Well, as soon as he had said it, I thought it was a great idea and went right up the chain of command to the lieutenant of the detective bureau, then to the major, and then to the chief. And we had conversations about what the parameters would be.
Now, during your conversation with Sergeant Sheridan, did you learn what the plan was for the next morning or what they thought they might do?
Yes.
Okay. When you say you ran it up the chain of command, did the chief of the Boynton Beach Police Department actually approve cops to be present at the staged crime scene?
Yes.
Can you tell me what the guidelines were that were established as to what the cops television show could and couldn't do that morning at the staged crime scene?
Yeah, their role is they would only be able to film. They were going to film the briefing in the morning. They would film the notification with Michael Dippolito. They would film the Sergeant Ranzie talking to Dalia Dippolito about what occurred. And then they would be allowed to film within the detective bureau. And then the final briefing to wrap everything up.
Now, on August 5th of 2009, did you have anything to do with the staged crime scene?
Yeah, I was out there. I was actually standing by where the cops, camera people were standing as well.
And do you remember where that was? Was that right in front of the house or was that across the street?
It was across the street behind crime scene tape.
And what did you do on that morning?
I stood behind the crime scene tape, and then after it was over, I went back to finish my press release.
And were you involved in any part of the investigation on that day?
No.
And what was your job in relation to this case, State of Florida versus Dalia Dippolito?
My responsibility was to write the press release and to answer any questions from the media, to facilitate the release of the probable cause affidavit, and then any other public records requests that came in as a result.
Did you post anything on the internet regarding this case?
Yes.
What did you post?
The video of the staged crime scene on YouTube.
Why did you post that particular video?
That was posted, a discussion was had, and we realized that it was going to be on a public street. And on a public street, there is no expectation of privacy. Anyone could have filmed that video. It just so happened that the police department did. And we decided that someone else could have posted it on there. So we were going to take the proactive approach and post it on there ourselves and explain the entire case and the process.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
This guy will keep her on the stand forever with dumb questions and his yellow tie. That's what I thought too, Bobby.
Could you just explain so that the jury understands and we're all on the same page? You used an expression about an example of a woman who had a webcam or something, and it was put on the internet, and you used the expression that it went viral. What does that mean?
It means that the video became, what's the best way to explain it? That it became like nationwide, that there were people not just in this area that were seeing it, but other people were seeing it on the internet in other areas in the country. So it's an expression that I have learned is used in the media.
It's a media expression.
Mhm.
So if something goes viral, that means it's popular. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Something goes viral, there's lots of hits. It's all over. It's not just local. Is that
Right.
correct?
It's not just local.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, you indicated that you started communicating with the Cops TV show about a year before they actually came to your agency. Is that correct?
September of 2008.
All right. And this was the first time that the television show Cops would have come to your agency. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Just so that I understand the chain of command when it comes to making these decisions, you've got the chief, then what, 2 other people under you and then yourself? Under the chief and then yourself? How does that work?
My chain of command is I have a supervisor who's a sergeant. She has a supervisor who's a lieutenant, and that lieutenant answers directly to the chief of police.
And you deal with the chief on a regular basis, don't you?
Yes.
You said that you had these communications, these emails with Brian Collins. You were actually the one who contacted him initially, right?
Yes.
All right. Cops didn't reach out to your agency. Is that right?
No.
And you wrote to them on behalf of the chief to inquire how the Boynton Beach Police Department might be considered for future episodes. Is that
Yes.
right? Now, do you remember when you actually heard from the TV show Cops that they were interested?
Brian Collins actually responded right away.
When did they say they wanted to come down? Would that have been in March of 2009?
Well, actually, he responded right away in September and said that they were interested and that they would get back to us on a better date.
And when did they get back to you on a better date?
I believe it was in May that they sent us that date of August 11th.
But they actually came down in April of 2009 to ride with you guys to sort of test the waters, didn't they?
Yes.
Because they needed to find out if things were compatible. Is that right? If it was going to work.
Yeah, if it would work for their program.
All right. Now, and if they were interested, you absolutely would have them come down. Is that right?
Yes.
Now, you said that originally they were supposed to come August 11th, but after you spoke to Jim Langley and those folks at Cops, they came on August the 4th. Is that correct?
Well, no, they contacted us to change the date.
Did you say you spoke to Langley, Mr. Langley?
When? Can you clarify that?
Yeah. You said they were supposed to come on August 11th,
Correct.
but they ended up coming on August the 4th.
Yes.
Okay. And was that coordinated with you through someone at Cops that called you?
That was coordinated with Brian Collins, who was the one who originally changed the date from August 11th to August 4th.
All right. And when you got to work on that Tuesday morning, August the 4th, that's when you were approached and the case was explained to you. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you were actually meeting with the Cops television show later that same afternoon, correct?
Early afternoon, yes.
And Sergeant Sheridan is the one that came up to explain it to you. Is that right?
Yes, he came into my office.
And he told you what they had and what they had planned. Is that correct?
Yes.
And when Mr. Sheridan came up to talk to you, did you share with him that Cops was coming?
No.
Okay, so it's your testimony that he comes up, as you say, under the regular course of business to say, hey, I got this case involving, a murder for hire. Are you interested? But you didn't talk about Cops.
Well, no, it was, it had been put out via email before that Cops was coming.
Okay.
To the department. So we had put out for road patrol for officers to know that they were coming. And if they were interested in having someone from Cops ride with them, then they could contact me and I would make the arrangements for them.
So you said it was put out by email.
It wasn't a secret that Cops was going to be filming with the Boynton Beach Police Department.
That was exactly my next question. So anyone who was a police officer in the Boynton Beach Police Department who read your email may have known that Cops was coming. Is that right?
Yes.
And was that email sent out agency-wide?
I believe it was just sent to the police sworn distribution list.
Well, do you know for a fact?
Well, I'd have to check.
Well, you're here testifying. Do you know for a fact?
No, I don't know for a fact.
All right. Now, Sheridan actually comes to you. What time? You get to work about 9 o'clock, right?
Yes.
And on the 4th of August, he actually is in your office between 9 and 10 o'clock a.m., isn't he? On that day.
It was soon after I arrived.
Okay. Well, okay. And without getting into what he said, you had learned through him that something had happened over the weekend and that it would certainly generate media interest, correct?
Yes.
And you also learned that whatever this thing was that would generate media interest was planned for the next morning. Is that correct?
Yes.
And it was actually Sergeant Sheridan that asked you to talk to the higher ups to see if Cops would be interested, correct?
He didn't ask me to talk to the higher ups. That's the chain of command, and that's what I always do.
Okay, let me remind you of your deposition that you gave, okay?
Okay.
I'm sure you've read it before today.
Of course.
Okay. You were deposed on January 18th, 2011, at the state attorney's office. I was present, Ms. Parker was present. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And I want to know if you remember being asked these questions and you giving these answers. I'll start at page, would it help you to see it? Would you like to look at it?
That's fine.
Want to see it?
Sure. Yes.
Can I have the original, please, Madam Clerk, of Mrs. Slater's deposition?
I don't know if he-
Tell you what, I'm going to step up next to you until we find the original of your deposition. You can look at page 17. Hang on one sec. Okay. You can look at page 17, lines 22 through 25, and page 18, lines 1 through 7. Want to ask you if you remember this. I asked you this question. You're asking him if you could be there. Yes. In my mind, the wheels are turning as far as what I would like to do, as far as releasing it to the media the next day. And then Sergeant Sheridan had said something about, well, why don't we talk to the higher ups and see about cops since they're going to be here? My question was about cops for this particular case. Answer, yes. Then I said, you're telling me under oath that Mr. Sheridan said, why don't we talk to the higher ups? Is that what you told me?
Yes.
All right. So it was, in fact, Sergeant Sheridan who suggested to talk to the higher ups specifically about cops, correct?
About cops. Yes.
About his case being on the television show Cops.
Yes.
So he obviously knew about cops, didn't he?
Yes, he obviously knew about cops.
Otherwise, he
As
wouldn't
I
have.
said, if people read that email, it wasn't a secret that cops was coming.
All right, so what I'm getting at is he obviously knew it, wanted you to talk to the higher ups so that this case could be filmed on Cops. That's all I'm asking.
Thank you.
Now, after you had this conversation, after Mr. Sheridan suggested this, you had to go all the way up to the chief. Is that correct?
Yes.
It's not a decision that you had any authority to make, was it?
No.
All right. And the chief is the one that would have to give the yes or no. And you met with him. That's Chief Imler. Is that correct, Matthew Imler?
Yes.
And you met with Chief Imler in person. Is that right?
Yes.
And he said it was okay. Is that
Yes.
correct? All right. And do you deal with all the media things that go on in the Boynton Beach Police Department? Is everything always go through you?
Yes.
All right. So when the chief's voice was on the Nancy Grace show, did you deal with that as well?
Yes, I facilitated that.
And did you facilitate a picture of the chief on the Nancy Grace show along
Yes.
with his voice?
Yes.
And that was after Ms. Dippolito was arrested. Is that correct? Don't
Yes.
need any more, Mr. Fuchs. Now, before you talked to the chief about this, going up the chain of command, you talked to Major Unger, didn't you?
Yes.
And there was a lot of excitement about this, wasn't there?
Excitement about what?
About what? Well, what we're here for, ma'am. There was a lot of excitement about this case being on Cops, correct?
No.
No. Okay. Let me take you back to your deposition.
Well, okay, you can show me. That's fine.
Let me show you page 21, lines 12 through 18. Question I asked you. Let's talk about your conversation with Major Unger. Is that the same day that Mr. Sheridan comes, it says to, and then you say, it's probably within that hour. There was excitement about it, so I went and spoke with Major Unger.
Yeah, there was excitement about the case itself.
Oh, okay, about the case itself. And there was excitement, obviously, on Mr. Sheridan's part. Is that correct?
Well, I can't speak for Mr. Sheridan.
Well, when you said there was excitement about it, tell me what you referred to in your sworn deposition.
Well, there was excitement about everything as a whole. The entire circumstances as a whole, from the case, from the fact that Cops was going to be with us for the next 8 weeks. There was a buzz within the department in general. So when I said it, I was referring to the case.
It meaning this case, why we're here.
Yes.
Okay. Now, and I think you had told me when we talked previously that nothing would air until after the court process takes its course. Is that right?
Nothing that Cops filmed. Yes.
And while you were going through this and processing this for the TV show Cops to film this, a decision was made to talk with the producer, Mr. Langley. Is that right?
Yes.
And there would have to be some very specific details about how this was going to go down. Is that right?
Yes.
And you said that there was a production agreement. Is that correct?
Well, we had a standard production agreement with them when they first came. It was going to be for the entire 8-week period.
Okay. Well, my question was, you said there was a production agreement, right?
Yes.
Okay. I want to show you what I'm going to mark as defense exhibit number 11. I want to show you what has been marked as defense exhibit number 11, just for identification purposes. I want to ask you if you recognize that.
Yes.
What is that?
This is a standard production agreement.
All right. And is that one dated by any chance?
August 4th, 2009.
All right. So that would have been the same day that cops came to the Boynton Beach Police Department. Is that correct?
Mhm.
All right. And this is, have you seen this before?
Yeah, I have a copy of it.
All right. And it has a thing on the back. I guess they have to have insurance when they do this.
Mhm.
Okay. And without getting into what it says in detail on here, this goes through the different terms and things that Boynton Beach and the television show Cops would have to come to an understanding over. Is that right?
Right.
Okay. By the time you found out about what happened, that was when you spoke to Sheridan. Is that Paul Sheridan? Is that correct? When you found out about it, you found out about this for the first time when Mr. Sheridan came into your office on the 4th. Is that correct?
Yes.
And there had already been some sort of meeting with some undercover officer. Is that what he's telling you about?
Yes.
And he's telling you that that undercover meeting had been filmed and videoed?
Yes.
And I guess filmed and videoed is the same thing. That had been captured on tape?
Yes.
All right. And so by the time you found out about it, if what happened is accurate, then any solicitation might have already happened. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, and there was a plan for that the police had acted out for Miss Dippolito to go somewhere during the time that this would occur when the husband was notified. Is that right?
Are you referring to what was going to happen the next day?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Now, a decision was made the next day to set up a fake crime scene, wasn't it?
Yes.
And was that something that you were a part of?
No.
That was with the investigators, is that correct?
Yes.
That was particularly with a sergeant by the name of Frank Ranzie, is that correct?
He was involved in it. Yes.
All right, did he decide to deal with the fake crime scene, or was it Mr. Sheridan, if you know?
I don't know.
All right, and Cops was going to film the fake crime scene, is that correct?
Yes.
Did Cops film when Miss Dippolito is said to have left the gym?
I don't know.
Did Cops film when Mr. Dippolito was said to have been notified?
Yes.
And you were present for that, is that correct?
Yes.
Where were you?
I was standing at that point in the street.
All right. And Cops was also going to film, I think you said, a morning briefing and the actual arrest of Miss Dippolito?
Yes.
All right. Miss Dippolito actually wasn't arrested, though, until she was inside the Boynton Beach Police Department. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
When she's taken away at the fake crime scene, it's still part of the ruse that Boynton Beach had set up with respect to the fake crime scene, correct?
Well, they had been there filming that. Yes.
Okay, but now I need for you to answer my question.
Can you ask it again, please?
Sure. When she was taken away, that was after Boynton Beach's ruse of a fake crime scene, correct?
When she was taken away from the scene?
Correct.
Yes.
All right. And when she's taken away from the scene, she's not placed under arrest, is she?
No.
She's taken away by some officers in their patrol vehicle and transported to the Boynton Beach Police Department, correct?
No, she was taken away by undercover detectives in an unmarked vehicle.
Okay, well, they're still police officers, pardon, I
Yeah.
got that wrong. She was
That's okay.
taken away by undercover police officers in an unmarked vehicle. Is that correct? Is that what you said?
Mhm.
And she's taken to the Boynton Beach Police
Yes.
Department? All right.
I was just being clear.
And they were also going to film, the plan was for the TV show Cops to film what happened within the detective bureau itself?
Within outside of cubicles, anything that might have transpired. But at that point, I wasn't really there for that. I was back in my office writing a press release.
Did you know if the television show Cops, a cameraman actually got into the room where Mr. Dippolito was with the police officers?
I don't know.
And to this day, you've never watched a video that shows that, have you?
I've seen the same video that everybody's seen.
Well, I don't know what everybody's seen. I'm asking you about a specific one. Have you watched a video to this day of Mr. Dippolito inside that interview room with some of your police officers where the cameraman from Cops is allowed inside?
Inside that room?
Yes.
Not that I can remember.
How about if the door is opened and the cameraman from Cops peers in?
Yes.
So when you watch a particular video, there is a cameraman from Cops on the outside filming inside.
The
Is that
outside,
correct?
yes.
And that's the room that Ms. Dippolito is in with law enforcement. Is that right?
Yes.
That was part of what was agreed to for Cops to film. Is that right? That little snippet of.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you stop
And
it
then
for
they
a
were
second?
going to film the rap.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
sorry, but who the F is this woman?
I don't know.
Who is she to this case? Is she just some random streetwalker? Like, what is even happening right now?
Wendy Adelson's older sister. She does look like Wendy Adelson.
Like, also, who is, I don't know. What's his name in the back there with the slicked hair and the. I mean, he looks like someone,
He's important.
hello, Clarice. That's what he looks like.
Who is she?
Yeah,
don't know.
seriously, who the F is she?
I don't know because
This
I
is
didn't-
terrible.
I didn't get to hear the beginning because I was messing
Well.
with stuff. So
And also, who invited the gym teacher with the whistle around his neck?
well, we had one the last trial too. It just was
That's
a woman.
true.
I think she could have kicked this guy's ass though. Just saying.
Deidre. Oh my. Dahlia's innocent.
She is so innocent. I bet Dahlia's jealous.
Yeah, she's jealous. She's jealous, all right. Whew.
It's not
Jeez.
their fault they weren't raised right. She's the official spiller of the tea for the cops. Hey,
So basically, she's a
press.
rat.
Press. She's the PR lady. Yeah. So she makes them look good.
Oh, so she is an actual. She is the press.
Yes. Someone has
Okay.
to teach calisthenics during recess. I think I'd rather this guy
God.
than that lady from the last trial because she was scary.
Oh my God. That is amazing.
Oh, whoops. That does her.
Yeah.
Bobby sent a chat and I went to click on he's trying to get her to say it's all fake. They all knew it was a fake show. They all knew it. They all knew it. Yeah, because Cops is so fake. Like, it's not anything that really happens. They're like, it's
Yeah.
like Reno, what was that show called? Reno 911.
911.
Yeah, it's like that.
Wait, is that the show where he's like new boot goofing? Is that the one where he
I
comes out
think
with ostrich boots?
Like
Comes out stomping sideways, like
something, yes.
ostrich leather, something priced, and then he's like,
I can't quote it. But,
new boot goofing.
but yes, that's what it is.
Reno 911.
Reno 911 was real. Terry was a menace. Unlike this, which is fake. And Dahlia's an angel. Oh, bad pause for you, defense attorney. Sorry.
Yeah, his mouth looks like. I can't even.
Oh.
Should I say it? I don't want to say it.
It's
No,
an
I
O
shouldn't.
face.
It's not an O face. That's not what it looks like to me.
It's not an O face. I was saying it nicely. That's a show
I'm
with
just
the
gonna
milk.
say it looks like a butthole. All right, his mouth looks like a butthole.
just remember, this is the attorney that Mike Dippolito got the best of when he
Ugh.
called him a parrot.
Yeah. I mean, look at the state table. They look so bored.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
When-
judge, put us out of our
You know?
misery.
Bad dad is Gabby say
Can I
it.
say it?
Um,
His tongue
Yeah.
was picking his nose. Ew.
yeah. I mean, he's a nose picker from all angles.
He needs a bidet ASAP.
He does. I
When
feel like,
I read that first, I read he needs a bidet nose. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I don't know, but I love it. Well, I do know, and I also love it.
But I did that
Well-
yesterday, and then I was fine. I was fine.
Lord, I can't. But the state looks so bored without Mikey D up there.
Absolutely. He looks like he's about to get his payment by his client after this. Ew. I'm not reading the last part of that.
I was gonna say pea juice, but that would have been worse.
Ew.
So every time I think about pee or urine in general, it makes me think of that trial where the guy was on the stand talking about how he drank it.
Drink your own urine because it's sanitary. No,
It's so good for your body.
It's so
I'm in a
good.
cult. I'm in a cult. Love me. And
Ugh.
you'll be my 17th wife. And you will have to drink my urine as well.
Yes. No. Snipe does not have a bidet nose.
No, Snipe does not. But this guy definitely does. I feel like
This
he
guy
shoots
does.
a lot of stuff out of it.
Yeah. He was like stopping old Mikey D in the hallway. Hey, you got any extra? Mike's like, what? And he's like, you know. He's like,
You got
all
any
right.
extra booger sugar?
Yeah.
This guy's mustache doesn't even look like a fun mustache. Like he looks like he gives terrible mustache rides. Like this guy's just like hating life. He goes home and he's like, no one wants to ride my mustache.
Sniff, sniff, pass.
I fucking love you.
Oh my gosh. Ash, no. No.
Oh my god. I can't. You guys are ridiculous.
He must
Oh
ask you a
my God.
question and I must not answer. Burger sugar? Wood glue? What's that smell like?
Oh my god.
I can
The
taste
guy
all
in
the
the back is
colors.
just doing the dimensions for the woman that's on the stand so he can build a hole big enough for her in his basement and he can lower down
Wow. This is very
basket.
detailed.
I mean, it happens, this kind of stuff happens, people. You got to keep an eye out for these kind of things.
Okay, let's let this guy go. The wrap briefing.
yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, bad dads are definitely his nose is definitely bigger than his other
wow.
parts. I guarantee it.
Probably. But I will never know. So darn it.
I won't either, but I'll tell you one thing. Nothing on him is bigger than his mustache, okay? And that's including his hand span. His feet, he wears like a size 4 shoe.
His fingers look pretty short.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's terrible. It's terrible.
Oh,
He always asks for tiny cups when he's out at a restaurant. He's like, "Can I have a small?"
the little tiny cups like in the Betty Broderick trial that
Yep.
that gave the jurors to drink out of.
Yeah, he's like, "Can I get an espresso, but like it actually not be an espresso, it'd be like a real coffee,
want this
I just want the tiny cup."
Just want that. Oh, so doubly insulting him if you tell him to act his age, not his shoe size.
Mm.
Those cups were awesome.
I mean, I always said that they were drug testing the jury every time they came in because they had like yellow liquid in them. Like, what are they serving them? Like, what is happening? It's like, yeah, put your daily urine on the bench here.
We have to make sure you guys are all clean.
Yeah.
B cup, C cup. I need a new chair. Guy in the back.
Exactly. They were so tiny. They're like Dixie cups.
I can't stop looking at the state. Why are they both staring over at the judge?
Because they're like, please end our misery right now.
And
like, I hate this one. Bring Mikey D back.
I always think that prosecutor is just slouched all the way down in her chair. I think she's just that short.
No, she is. She's that short. Yeah.
Like,
She's pretty short.
Be like, sit up. Stop it. She's like, I am. I'm on 6 phone books.
Dixie cups.
Dixie. They weren't quite like that. Okay. All right. In play. I want to get through this.
Now that I know who this woman actually is, I'm like, wait, what is her relevance in this case? Like,
she's like, I don't know.
She's like, I'm here to breastfeed all the babies.
They're like, there isn't any. Oh, whoops, wrong room.
Oh my God.
You hear my dogs barking. All right, I'm going to mute now since Rue's barking.
All right.
Sorry, she must have forgotten that her howling buddy is no longer with us. It's like, ugh. All right, here we go.
Wrap-up briefing, is that right?
Yes.
And that's kind of like where they're all talking and the cops is just kind of filming them to kind of get some footage. Is that what it is?
Yes.
In other words, I think you told me that what you learned from the cops people is that they just wanted you guys at that point to wrap it up. Say, hey, good job, something like that, right?
Yes.
For TV value.
Yes.
And when the cops people say, give it the old that a boy, something like that, whatever the words are, that was done by Sergeant Sheridan, wasn't it?
Yes.
And after all that happened, while things were going on, you actually ultimately gave the television show Cops a video of Miss Dippolito in the car with the undercover. Is that right?
Yes.
That was with Mr. Jean? Is that the one you gave them?
Yeah, it was.
Did you give Cops anything else?
No.
Cops didn't film the conversation in the car with Woody Jean, I assume, and that's why you gave it to them.
Yes, we gave it to them.
You gave it to them because they didn't film that. Is that correct?
Correct.
Now, at the time that, well, strike that. Were you present when a waiver was given to Miss Dippolito to sign to be on the television show Cops?
No.
You only heard about that. Is that correct?
Correct.
Were you present when an employee of Cops gave Miss Dippolito a second waiver to sign to be on the television show?
No.
You know that second employee of Cops, though, don't you?
Objection, relevance?
That's Mr. Flores, isn't it?
Hang on, I got an objection. I
Oh, I'm
got to
sorry.
rule on. How's that relevant?
Judge, the state has talked about Cops, and I believe that it's fair for me to inquire about that. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it.
Any more relevant than that?
It's relevant to show you want me to do it speaking, I will. I just,
Go ahead. I mean, just, give me a clue.
it's relevant because the state has raised the whole issue of cops.
How's it relevant that she has a particular employee within that organization?
It's just relevant to her knowledge. I mean, she's been able to testify as to everything she's done. I think it's fair for me to be able to ask a question about it.
Sustained.
Have you watched the video of Paul Sheridan speaking to Ms. Dippolito when he has her sign a piece of paper that turns out to be a waiver to be on the show Cops?
Yes.
Were you aware that that waiver was ripped up and declared invalid?
Objection calls for legal conclusion.
Okay. Were you aware that that waiver was ripped up?
Yes.
Now, you spoke a few moments ago about being present when they went to Mike Dippolito's house to tell him what was going on.
Mhm.
What police officers went to Mike Dippolito's house?
Sergeant Sheridan was there, Detective Anderson, Detective Marino. And I believe it was the three of them that were just at the door, but do you want to know everybody that was there that
Well,
day?
were there people there from Cops? The television show
Yes.
Cops, as
Yes,
opposed to the Boynton Beach Cops.
yes. In addition to those sworn officers, the television show Cops was there as well.
All right. And they filmed whatever the Boynton Beach Cops, the television show, filmed whatever the Boynton Beach police officers were doing. Is that correct?
Objection, Your Honor. Ask and answer. We've been over this.
Yeah, I think so. Is this different than what we've already heard?
Just one or two questions will get us, I think, to something that I'm asking, Judge, if you'll give me that latitude.
Sustained.
Was the Cops crew at Mr. Dippolito's
Judge is
front
like,
door?
no.
Yes.
Ms. Slater, do you remember telling me previously that the Cops crew was not at Mr. Dippolito's front door, but that they were across the street?
No, I don't remember.
No, Bri. The answer is no. All is cops. You knew about the show Cops. You knew it's just no.
Well, you forgot about this woman breastfeeding every baby.
Oh, true.
She's just a serial breastfeeder.
And the young girls that Bad Dazzer thought was sucking her thumb, but it turns out, as Ash said, she is just sniffing her fingers because she's probably one of those people who don't wash her. There it is. She's probably one of them who don't clean her hands after going potty.
Either that or she's, superstar.
She might be both. I don't know.
You don't know. Nobody knows.
I don't know. It's like, so yeah, don't feel like you gotta go. Oh, and this woman, she was sitting, she had uneven shoulders for a minute, and now she's even back out since the defense started questioning her over and over and over with asking the same questions repeatedly.
Yeah. It's just kind of unfortunate. Her shirt is the same color as her chair. So it looks like her shoulders are huge. Like she could be a linebacker right now.
Good.
I feel like she is like a Viking warrior woman. Like she's 8 feet tall, She's just like holding a baby, breastfeeding it, but also like fighting in battle at the same time with her broad shoulders,
Huh. That's quite descriptive.
Sorry. But that's what I think of when I see this woman. Because I still, every time I look at her, think that the chair is an extension of her.
Them some shoulder pads.
Yeah.
The look on her face right now is, why is this guy asking me this again and again and again? Or, Judge, would you mind if I tackled this guy and just took him out?
Yeah,
She's,
exactly, Bad Dazzer. She could. She could.
she's waiting for winter.
Winter
She
is
could
coming.
take care of a line of men.
Absolutely.
You get that look a lot?
The look of confusion. The look that's like on pause right now.
Yes,
Okay.
me too. I get it a lot too, Bobby.
I give that look a lot. I'm just like, did they
Probably.
really just say that in real life right now? Like this is what they're doing and at a party or something?
That's are we on an orange juice phase?
Yeah. But also like, oh, you got orange juice, but you didn't get the right kind of orange juice. Like,
Oh, I don't drink orange juice with pulp.
yeah, it's like I like orange juice with no pulp. This says
Yeah.
some pulp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, that's a no. Yeah, teacher, we don't care. Move along, mister. He's like, I can't. It's like, I can't. I'm trying.
Are you effing kidding me? Face. Yes. Haley. Yes.
I like your profile picture, Haley.
Mm.
That's a trapped with a particularly foul fart look. Wow. I like when I don't read these through before I just am like, that looks funny.
Are we out of orange juice?
She's pretty in her own way, just like all of us.
She is very beautiful. I mean, she's not an ugly person or woman or whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, she looks like she could line back a few people.
Me too, Haley. Me too.
Hmm.
You want me to put what? Where? That's the face I give when men claim they know their measurements.
Ash, did you ever see that video I sent out?
It's hilarious.
I mean, it's pretty funny.
It's hilarious. No backdoor, sir.
Oh,
Bad Dazzer. Yeah, 5 guys at a time. What?
oh, is that what Five Guys is about?
It may be.
A restaurant?
I don't know. I don't go there.
I mean, they do got good burgers.
I stay on my own side of town.
Gabby is. My own side of town. Like Five Guys is like on the wrong side of AJ's tracks. It's like on the other side of like the cornfield.
It is. I have to go all the way. I have to go through IU campus. No, it's horrible. You only go to that side of town during breaks, like Christmas break, spring break, and summer.
Wow.
Once the students come back, you don't ever want to go to that side of town. Although I had to today because the hospital's over there and that's where I have to get my infusion. And I'm like, I know my blood pressure is high. By the time I get there, I'm trying to calm down because it sucks.
Well, next time you go over there, get a Five Guys burger.
I won't.
They're really good.
Because I can't because I have to go past the hospital and even further down in the worst, like in the heart of it all. And I won't do it. I refuse. I would be like,
if you ever have the chance, they get good burgers.
They do. It's
and
good. I've had it.
Picky. I'm pretty picky with burgers. Like if I go to a diner and stuff, I'm like, no one in my mind can mess up a burger. And if you do mess up a burger, I just won't eat there anymore.
Wow. Only one chance, huh?
Well, yeah, it's the same with breakfast places. Like if they F up home fries, that's it. I mean, home fries are the easiest thing to make, right? And if you don't make good home fries, I can't be associated with your restaurant. I'm sorry, I just can't. Same thing with
just
burgers.
having a bad day.
Well, get a new fucking cook. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you're gonna mess up the easiest United States thing to cook, a burger or home fries? Like, come on, that's ridiculous. That's unforgivable, in my opinion.
Alrighty then. We're going to show you.
So you know where I stand, you know?
Yes,
Burgers and home fries. They're important.
yes, they are. I'm not a huge home fry fan, so home fries, whatever.
What do
I'd rather
you
have hash browns,
Of course you do.
but crispy, but not too crispy. Don't give me raw ones, but don't burn 'em. Just cook
That's
them
why
like
I
they're
don't
supposed to
usually
be.
like hash browns from restaurants, because they always undercook them. And they're always like crunchy. And I'm like, potatoes just shouldn't be crunchy unless they're friggin' potato chips.
But just on the outside, just a little crunch on the outside, but the
Yeah,
inside,
like crispiness, but like
yes,
they shouldn't be like
it shouldn't be like
eating a
crunchy
raw
like
potato.
no.
Yeah.
Deidre, LMAO, I just broke my audio stack. Oh, sorry. Deidre, be proud.
I mean, they're pretty good.
I didn't mean
They're
it that for the restaurant. I was taking it a different direction, Gabby. That Deidre has
Yeah.
never had 5
Yeah.
guys.
Well,
Sorry,
I mean, you should try it sometime. If you're single, you know, it's a good thing. I mean, if you're not, I can understand. It's pretty sheltered.
It's a good place. I've never been to 5 because they don't have. I don't think they have them out there because you got in and out.
California?
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys got the other burger places.
you got in and out. We got 5 guys. I'd trade you.
I never had In-N-Out.
That's good. It's pretty tasty. Their fries are delicious. So are 5 guys. That's pretty similar. They're very similar.
Mm.
So yeah, it's fine. They'd probably build on the wrong side of town anyway. And I wouldn't go there.
It's just like home fries instead of hash browns. Fuck this place.
Yep, pretty much. That's why I eat breakfast at home. Okay. Back to
All right.
her. Let's get to deposition page 58.
Good lord.
Okay. Let me show you your deposition, page 58.
Sure.
I ask you a question here about the cops' crews, actually starting at line 9. How far away were they distance-wise when they were filming?
Mhm.
They were on a sidewalk, distance-wise. Let's say when they were at Mike Dippolito's front door, how far away would cops, and that's spelled C-O-P-S with capitals, be? Answer, you have the front door, the walkway, you have the whole street, and then you have another sidewalk. So whatever the distance is, and I said, and they were across the street, your answer is yes. Okay, today you told me that the cops' crew was at his front door. All I want is to know where they were.
Okay. During the, when Sergeant Sheridan, Detective Marino, and Detective Anderson went and knocked on the door to wake up Mr. Dippolito and have him come downstairs, the cameraman and the sound guy were standing on the sidewalk to the right of the front door. As soon as Sergeant Sheridan and Mr. Dippolito went upstairs, the cops' crew crossed the street and went behind the yellow crime scene tape, and that's where they stood for the duration of this whole episode.
But it appears in the deposition that you told me that they were across the street. You didn't necessarily clarify that, did you?
No, I did not necessarily clarify that.
Can I have a moment, please? Ms. Slater, do you know when the whole idea of a fake crime scene was actually planned?
Planned?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly when? No.
Okay, you only became aware of it on August the 4th, is that correct?
Yes.
Are you familiar with the fact that any suspect who's on the TV show Cops must sign a waiver?
Yes.
And was it Sheridan who knocked on the door, or was it Ranzie who knocked on the door and went upstairs?
Sergeant Sheridan
All right.
went, yes.
All right, thank you. I don't have any other questions.
Redirect?
If a suspect doesn't want to sign a waiver, can't the show cops black out their face and still show the episode?
I was told by them that they no longer do that.
Do you know if they did it back in 2009?
I don't know.
Now, you said there was a lot of excitement. Well, first of all, let me go back to that deposition that Mr. Selnick just asked you about.
Mhm.
In that deposition, you actually say there are two different places that the cops' television show are, right? You say that they're in front of the door, and you also say that they're across the street.
Correct.
Okay, so you're not trying to mislead anybody by giving wrong information here in court
No.
today. Now, you said that there was a lot of excitement about this case. Was this an unusual case?
Yes.
Have you ever seen a case like this while you've been the public information officer at the Boynton Beach Police Department?
No.
Have you ever seen a case like this after the defendant was arrested on August 5th of 2009?
No.
And what was so unusual about this case?
From a journalism and media perspective, as far as the excitement of it, it had everything that would make for a great story showing off phenomenal police work.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Briefly, Judge?
Yes.
Ms. Slater, when did you find out that cops was coming on August 4th instead of August 11th?
Objection, Your Honor, beyond the scope of redirect.
Sustained.
Judge, can we approach?
Objections withdrawn. You may answer that question. Do you remember the question?
Sure.
When did you find out cops was coming on August 4th, not August 11th?
In May.
In May.
No, May of 2008, 2009 was when they sent the email that they were coming August 11th.
Right.
Right. But when did he send the follow-up email and ask if they could come August 4th instead? Is that,
I just want to know simply, when did you find out they were coming on August 4th?
I don't remember the exact date. I know, the last that I know is May, the email in May that they were coming August 11th and that they changed it.
Okay.
But I don't know the exact date.
But the email in May was August 11th, right? The email in May was for August 11th.
August
correct?
11th,
What you
yes.
can't tell the jury is when they changed it for August 4th.
I don't remember the exact date, no.
Thank you.
Did I have the email? If I can refresh your memory with that?
Sure.
May I approach? Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Does that refresh your memory?
Yes.
What is the date?
July 14th,
Of what year?
2009.
Thank you. I have no other questions.
Mr. Selnick? Ms. Slater, thank you very much. Have a nice afternoon. Next witness or exhibit?
State would call Sergeant Frank Ranzie.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please tell us your name.
Frank Paul Ranzie, Sergeant with the Boynton Beach Police Department.
R-A-M-S-E-Y?
It's R-A-N like Nancy, Z as in zebra, I-E.
Oh, wow. R-A-N-Z-I-E?
Yes, sir.
Ranzie. Sergeant, thank you so very much. Ms. Parker.
Good afternoon. Sergeant Ranzie, how long have you been with the Boynton Beach Police Department?
23 years.
And prior to the Boynton Beach Police Department, do you have any prior law enforcement experience?
Yeah, 4 years, New York City Police Department.
And what is your position as sergeant at the Boynton Beach Police Department?
I'm currently in charge of fraud and property crimes.
So exactly what crimes does your division investigate?
Economic crimes, scams, internet scams, fraud, scheme to defraud, burglaries, grand theft, anything that's related to property, mortgage fraud.
What other kinds of things have you done at the Boynton Beach Police Department throughout your career?
I've had a pretty good career. Obviously, road patrol as an officer, road patrol as a sergeant. Worked 3 years undercover as a supervisor in charge of our undercover vice unit. Worked internal affairs. Worked our street narcotics crime tactical unit. I've done quite a bit.
Okay. And when you say vice, is that now currently called the CAT team?
Yes.
Okay. And does Detective Asim Brown work for you in your division?
Yes, he does.
Now, on July 31st of 2009, were you working that evening?
I was on call that evening.
What is an on-call?
We have three
Sergeant.
sergeants. We have three sergeants that work in our detective division, and we rotate every 7 days. A different one of us is on call for the month. This way, if any extraordinary events occur that may require an investigative team to be sent out, they contact the on-call supervisor, who then makes the decision to call out a detective or call out additional personnel, depending on what the nature of the incident is.
And does this occur after hours and on the weekends?
Yeah, 24/7.
Now, on July 31st of 2009, did you get a call from Detective Brown?
Yes, I did.
And what did you do once you spoke to him on the phone without telling me what he said?
Oh, what I did is I responded to the police department and got involved in the incident.
Why exactly did you come to the police department instead of dealing with Detective Brown over the phone?
Because of the magnitude of the event you described.
And when you got to the police department, let me back up. When you came to the police department, what crime did you think you and Detective Brown would be investigating?
A solicitation for murder.
When you got to the police department, did you speak to a Mohammed Shihada?
Yes.
And did you record this first conversation that you had with Mr. Shihada?
No.
All right, why not?
At that point, it was just a fact-finding mission, just to hear his statement again, to see if there was any changes in the original statement he had provided Ace Brown. And at that point, based on Ace's sitting in on my interview, we conferred that it had some merit and that we needed to conduct an immediate investigation.
Now, you said you worked in the vice unit, you've worked undercover. Can you explain to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury what a confidential informant is and how do you use one in an investigation at the Boynton Beach Police Department?
Okay, good afternoon. A confidential source or a confidential informant is any person that would provide information to the police. A lot of them have different motivations, whether or not they want to do it to work off some charges that are pending over their head for some crimes they've committed. Some is revenge, some is the good citizen type informant that just wants to do the right thing. There's many motivations. When you have an informant that does not want to become public, we have to sign them up under confidentiality, and there's paperwork that goes with it, background checks, a whole lot of stuff. If you want me to continue explaining that, I will.
Is there more to it?
Yes, then we have to corroborate their information. We have to basically test them, if you want to call it that. So that anybody could walk in the door and tell you it's going to snow in Florida tomorrow, but based on what? So we have to look at the information they've provided us. We have to do our own separate corroboration of that information and surveillance, and at times use them as an instrument of the police department, as in making controlled phone calls or direct contact with suspects, or introducing them, in this case, to an undercover officer.
Did you tell Detective Brown on July 31st of 2009 to have Mohammed Shihada fill out a confidential information packet?
Yes, I did.
Why did you do that?
Because after our discussion and after the interview with him, the information seemed credible enough to warrant our concern for the immediate safety of a person out there who was subject to possible homicide. And at that point, he did not want to be publicly known, although we needed him to actively take a part to identify the suspect.
Now, what exactly, I guess, what paperwork do you have the confidential informant then fill out? Is that called a source packet?
Yes.
And describe that briefly.
It's several pages. Basically, it's everything about the person, from your driver's license, social security number, date of birth, previous residences, where you live now, vehicle information, past criminal history, your fingerprints, your photograph, known associates, financial problems, bankruptcies. There's also different pages where they have to sign and swear that obviously they understand they're not police officers. They can't act without law enforcement supervision. And nothing they do can be done without us. They also have to sign oral communication interception clauses that we're allowed to record them, should we do a phone call or wire them for a meeting.
Now, after that initial interview or conversation with Mohammed Shihada, did Detective Brown then take a tape recorded statement from him?
Yes.
And after that tape recorded statement and Mohammed Shihada filling out the CI source packet, what, if anything, did you do next?
I notified Sergeant Paul Sheridan, who is in charge of our major case crimes, which is all crimes related to persons. And he responded.
Why didn't you just handle it that night?
Well, because the way our department's set up, we're a small agency. Again, we only have 3 supervisors. Each of us has our day-to-day expertise we handle. So when it comes to a call that goes over those lines, like in this case, a person's crime, and I'm a property crime sergeant, we contact them to bring them involved because their personnel are trained in persons crimes more so than the economics crimes individuals. So we do a collaborative effort to use our resources.
Sergeant Ranzie, you've been a police officer for years. What did you think of what Mohammed Shihada told you on that night?
Again, I thought it was credible information that warranted an immediate investigation for the possible, jeopardy of the life of a human being.
Now, was there anything unusual about Mr. Shihada coming into the police department?
Well, yeah, I've been an officer 26 years, and that's the first time someone's walked in under my watch and made that type of statement. However, people do come into the police department routinely to report neighbor trouble, noise disturbances, etc. But this nature is unusual.
Now, did Sergeant Sheridan then respond to the police department after you called him?
Yes, he did.
You're both sergeants now. You said he's over the major case squad. How do you decide then who's going to call the shots or who's going to run the investigation?
Well, it would defer to him to call the shots on the investigation as he's the major case supervisor, and I would step back and take an assisting role.
And once he got there, what did you guys do next?
Well, he also interviewed Mohammed, and then after that, we decided to try to locate by travel because I'll keep calling him Mohammed. I'm used to calling him informant, so excuse me if I use the word. We took him out in my vehicle and drove around the city of Boynton Beach trying to locate the possible area where the victim resided, as he knew it was near a certain gas station in the city, and he kind of said he would recognize the house. We were working blind at that moment. We didn't have any specific location to go to, and you also have to look at where the person may live could create jurisdictional issues. For example, Boynton Beach, we only cover X amount of square miles. If it was in West Boynton Beach, that might be involved the sheriff's office, we'd have to contact them and get them involved in the investigation. So we went out for several hours that night trying to locate where the victim might reside, but we weren't able to do that.
Let me back you up. How many times did Mr. Shihada have to tell his story that night to members of the Boynton Beach Police Department?
It was once to Detective Brown prior to him calling me, and once to me with Detective Brown present, then a third time to Detective Brown on tape, and a fourth time to Sergeant Sheridan.
What kind of car did you drive around Boynton Beach in with Mr. Shihada that night?
At the time, I had a 2010 black Dodge Charger.
And did you drive?
Yes.
Why did you go to the mobile gas station at the corner of Gateway and High Ridge Road?
Because that's the location Mohammed advised us that he has met with the suspect prior on other occasions.
No, you said you drove around with him in order to try to find the suspect's house. Why was that important to you?
The victim's house.
The victim and suspect's
yes,
house.
yes. Well, because we, again, wanted to establish, we wanted to get a tag, wanted to run some names, wanted to get some intelligence information so we could start doing some background checks on the alleged suspect and victim. So we wanted to find an address, something that we could start moving with this.
So in Mohammed's initial statement to you, or 4 statements that he gave, did he provide information about who the intended target of the murder was going to be?
Just general, that it was the husband, and he believed his name was Mike. He didn't have real specific information.
Could he give you an address, an exact location of where they
No.
lived?
No, he could not.
How many developments did you drive around into that night? Do you remember?
Probably everyone but the right one, at least 5 or 6.
Are there a lot of developments right there on
Yeah,
near that mobile gas station?
Within a few miles north, south, or west, there are many developments that all look the same. They'll have those townhome style with the barrel tile roofs, and they have that tan or beige and greenish colors. So there's so many of the developments look very similar in that area.
Is that all that happened the first time that you met with Mr. Shihada?
Yes,
Did you continue to assist on the case after that night?
yes, I did.
What was your role?
I assisted with our surveillance operations, which we did the very next day, immediately with the informant, then contacting the suspect and meeting them at the gas station.
Why did you have, if you know, Mr. Shihada meet the defendant at the mobile gas station?
Because we needed to establish an actual person that was out there allegedly going to commit this crime, and we had to verify and corroborate the statements given by him the night before. If he couldn't produce a person, at any given juncture, then obviously the information would be, we wouldn't be able to investigate it. We wouldn't be able to move forward and know if in fact there is an actual person out there in danger of their life.
Now, the next day, did you go to the mobile gas station?
Yes,
Who did you go with, if anyone?
I had Detective Marino and Detective Anderson with me.
And were you in your?
We were in
black
the
described?
black Dodge chart. Yes,
Did you drive?
yes, I did.
Do you know whether or not Mr. Shihada's car was wired on that day?
Yes, it was.
And did you plan to listen to what was happening in his car?
Well, we planned on it. We had a scanner in our car that picks up but it was not as audible as we would like it to be. We could hear bits and pieces.
One second.
Sure.
While we're looking for that, where did Mr. Shihada park that day at the mobile gas station? Do you remember?
I remember, if I'm looking at the corner of Gateway and High Ridge where the mobile gas station sits, that would be considered the southwest corner of the intersection. So if you were to enter the gas station from High Ridge Road, which would be the furthest east of the gas station, he parked on the pumps the furthest east and north of the gas station itself. The picture would be worth 1,000 words right now.
I'm working on it. All right. So would it assist you in your testimony if I were to show you a picture of the mobile gas station right now?
Yeah, if you wanted me to pinpoint my
That'd be
location,
great.
yes.
With the court's permission,
Yes.
could Sergeant Ranzie step down? And I think there's a pointer stick somewhere. Does this help?
It's an old picture, yeah, but it's okay. This would be Gateway Boulevard. They head eastbound, and this is High Ridge Road here. This would be the intersection I was describing. And this is the mobile gas station. The store is here, and the pumps are underneath the canopy. He parked in here because he got fuel initially.
Okay. Now, show you another one. All right, I'm assuming this is High Ridge Road right here?
No, this will be.
Backwards?
Yeah, there you go. Because now you're looking at the store here, and here's the pump, so Gateway's gonna run this way, and this is High Ridge Road.
Okay, so using that photograph, where did he park on that day?
Yeah, you can't really see it, but
How about, want to use this one?
it'd still be in the shaded area.
There, okay.
Yeah.
And where did you, when you arrived at the mobile gas station, where did you park your vehicle?
Well, it's a normally busy gas station, so it's kind of easy to secrete yourself in there. We stayed back here where there's an air pump in a, water filling station. We stayed to the rear here of the car because there's a lot of vehicle traffic. When he pulled in, I inched up to here. When she pulled in, I pulled into the pump under here.
Okay, the first pump under there.
Yes.
Now, those pumps, the way that they're laid out, is it easy to see through the middle of them, or is there obstruction?
Now, the pumps sit approximately, 5.5 feet high. So you can see through them, and there's space between them. I mean, you can see through them.
Okay. All right, don't go anywhere. Let me just show you why you're standing there, because I don't want to keep going back and forth. If I can approach on it. Do you recognize State's composite exhibit 35A through C?
Yes.
And how do you recognize those?
Well, I've seen the surveillance photos after they're taken.
Okay.
Plus, I was there live.
You were there live that day? All right, this time they were moved into evidence, but did they accurately depict the events as you saw them on that day?
Yes, the only problem is being in not an aerial view. It's hard to, but look at them and know where you are, other than what I just showed you.
Okay. Your Honor, this time the state would move into evidence exhibit 35A through C.
It's 35A through C in evidence without objection.
Right, maybe this will help a little bit. What is that?
That's Muhammad's view. And it's parked where I pointed out, but again, because of the angle, it almost looks like it's on the curb here in the grass, but it's not, because it's just the angle of the photograph. The pump is right next to it. And as you can see, like I said, the pumps, you could visibly see through them if you had to stand there and look.
Does it look like there's almost a car length space between the pumps?
Oh, there's easily more than a car length space.
Okay.
yeah.
And were you able to, where you were located, see between the pumps down to where the defendant and Mr. Shihada were located in his
Yes.
vehicle? Oh, you're on the way to publish these photographs? I don't know that I asked before.
Yes.
Thank you. And what is this a picture of?
That's a picture of the suspect's view.
And this last one.
That's a really blurred picture, but that's a picture of the suspect walking towards the store.
All right. I'll let you have a seat now. Now, did you see the defendant arrive on that day?
Yes.
And what type of vehicle was it that she was driving? We saw a picture of it, but what was it?
Off the top of my head, I just know it's a large SUV. I can't recall the name and the make, man.
And did she park in the pump next to Mr. Shihada?
Yes.
Were you able to see what was going on when she arrived, what she did?
Well, other than getting, out of the car, I couldn't see her doing anything once she was back in the car with Muhammad, no.
Okay. Where were you standing?
Well, if you look at, like I said in the photograph, the absolute furthest pump from there, inside our vehicle, like I said, we had an audio scanner that wasn't working really well. Like I said, it was very intermittent on the sounds. So I decided to step out, put the gas nozzle in the car to look like I'm pumping gas, so I can keep a visual just in case we miss something, meaning she would step out of the vehicle and drive away and leave or anything like that. So that's what I did.
As you listened to the conversation between the defendant and Mr. Shihada, what were you thinking?
I was thinking this is very credible. Now we have a person who is indeed making statements that I could clearly understand to be those that want her husband killed.
Now, did you have visual contact of what was going on in that vehicle the entire time that the defendant was in the vehicle with Mr. Shihada?
Yes.
And the Unitel device was in the car and you could hear what was going on also?
Yeah, we had a scanner. We didn't have the
Scanner,
actual,
okay.
we didn't have the actual device that was recording it. We just had a scanner, and like I said, we could hear it in pieces. It wasn't in its entirety.
Now, this picture, at some point, does the defendant get out of the vehicle and walk inside to the gas station?
Yes.
Now, after she goes inside the gas station, what happens next?
Well, inside the gas station, I don't know what she did because
Okay.
I couldn't see inside.
Does she come out?
Yes.
And then what do you do?
Well, at that point, I'm just sitting there still like I'm pumping gas, just watching her get back into the vehicle.
And then does she leave the gas station?
Yes.
Does Mr. Shihata leave the gas station?
Yes.
And then do you leave the gas station?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone had assignments, who was going to follow the suspect leave and who was going to follow Muhammad back to the meeting place at the police station. And I went with the following Muhammad back to the police station.
Now, did you have, well, let me approach. State's Exhibit 36. Did you have an opportunity to review State's Exhibit 36 prior to your testimony here today?
Yes.
Do you recognize that particular disc that you're holding in your hand?
Yes.
How do you recognize that particular disc?
Because I initialed it and dated it.
Okay. And what is that a disc of?
Well, this is the actual meeting of Muhammad and the suspect at the gas station.
And does what is contained on that disc accurately represent the events as they occurred on August 1st of 2009 with Muhammad and the defendant at the mobile gas station?
Yes, it does.
And at this time, the state would move into evidence State's Exhibit 36.
Any objection? No, Your Honor. States 36 in evidence without objection.
Now, after the meeting at the mobile gas station and you get back to the police department, what is the next thing that you do in regards to this case?
My specific job?
Yes.
Okay. At that point, the information, the intelligence was being gathered on who the suspect was, who the victim was, and we had to move forward with getting an undercover officer to become involved as the hitman and select that person in particular now that we had a valid, investigation.
Did you meet with Sergeant Bonifair to discuss utilizing one of his CAT team members?
Yes, I did.
And who did you ultimately decide would be the best undercover officer for this operation?
That was Agent Woody Jean.
Why did you pick Agent Woody Jean?
Well, in the conversations that the informant had with the suspect, it was clearly indicated by the suspect that she had looked to hire some black males originally to conduct a hit. At that point, we wanted to go with what the suspect believed or felt comfortable with as a hitman. Agent Woody Jean is a black agent, so we went with him based on that.
Now, a couple days later, on August 3rd of 2009, do you respond to Chili's located at the corner of Congress and Gateway?
I'm sorry, what date did you say, ma'am?
August 3rd of 2009?
Yes,
Are you involved in surveillance at that Chili's?
yes.
Do you remember where you were located?
Yeah, do you have pictures?
I do. Like pictures. All right.
Otherwise, I could describe it as Chili's is at the corner of Gateway and Congress and Boynton Beach, and it would be considered the northeast corner of that intersection. I would have been in the northwest section of that parking lot north of Chili's,
Yes, I thought I did.
which would have been closer to the Friendlies if anyone's familiar with where Boynton Beach is.
Guess I can't multitask.
What was he just smiling at? Because he looked like he was looking at the defense table. It's like, gotcha.
All right. Do you know whether or not the defendant ultimately arrived at that Chili's to meet with Mohammed Shihata?
Yeah, they had a pre-set up meeting there, and she did arrive and did in fact walk into the Chili's.
Do you know whether or not their conversation was recorded on that day?
I know it was not recorded.
Why was it not recorded?
Well, earlier in the day, when we were trying to get our equipment ready, our audio device equipment, Sergeant Bonifair's team only had 2 such devices. One was already being utilized in the undercover officer's vehicle for that meet that was scheduled immediately after. And the other one, for whatever reason, electrical equipment always has its finicky moments. It wasn't operational. So it was decided to continue with the meet and do the outer surveillance, basically, just to get, you know, the eyeball on the fact that the suspect did in fact arrive and meet with the informant.
Now, as a sergeant with over 20 years experience, do you wish that that conversation at Chili's had been recorded?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because at any given time when you have an informant working for you, you want to have that backup information recorded so that, you know, you could present it here later on.
Now, in making a choice between recording the conversation at Chili's or the defendant meeting with the undercover officer, which did you think was more important to make sure was recorded?
Well, obviously the undercover officer, because then we would have direct contact between the suspect and an officer who would then record that information. And if the solicitation crime was committed to him directly, then it would be good evidence to have.
Now, you said where you were located at Chili's. I do have pictures of CVS for you.
Okay.
Who were you conducting surveillance with?
I was with Sergeant Bonifair
And whose vehicle were you in?
Sergeant Bonifair's vehicle.
You have permission to publish? Does this help you?
Can I?
If you need to step down, does this
Can
help
I-
you demonstrate to the jury where you were located on that day?
Okay. Well, first, you got to get your bearings and make sure you see the entrance of it. The picture's a little off. This is CVS. This isn't Chili's.
Yes, that's CVS.
Okay, I think you're tricking me.
I was, snuck it in there.
Okay. So now do you want me to tell you about CVS first? or
Yes.
Chili's? All right, well, CVS, this is Congress Avenue here, and Gateway's out over in this area. Where I was in the parking lot is actually off this picture, but it's about over here.
Okay. Do you remember where the defendant and Officer John were located?
They were in this vicinity. I can't give you an exact vehicle spot, but they were in this vicinity here.
All right, great. Thank you. I'll let you go sit down now. Now, when you were doing, I'm going to go back to Chili's. I'm confused you even more. When you were doing surveillance at Chili's, why was it important that you were in that parking lot?
Well, you're always in the parking lot for a multitude of reasons. Safety is the first reason. When you have an informant meeting with a suspect or anything of that nature, you always have the safety issues of concern for all persons involved and innocent people that are actually at the scene as well, because we may have what we believe to be a simple meeting set up, but anything could happen. You never know, a suspect could bring a weapon, anything could happen. So you have to be there.
Were there other officers located in that parking lot also?
Yes, there were multiple officers. We could just say, for the sake of argument, Chili's was fairly surrounded by officers. Unfortunately, we didn't have any officers inside, nor did we have any ears to listen.
And did the defendant then leave Chili's after her meeting with Mohammed Shihad on that day?
Yes,
And where did she go?
she drove across the street to the CVS.
Was she driving the same vehicle that you saw at the mobile gas station back on August 1st of 2009?
Yes,
And beside yourself and Sergeant Bonifair, over in the right-hand corner of this picture, were there other officers also located in the CVS parking lot area?
yes,
And were they also doing surveillance?
yes, they were.
Now, are you guys all parked next to each other, kind of rolling down your windows, talking on your cell phones? How is it that you're spread out?
Well, they're spread out, and we pick locations like this for a specific reason. As you can see, on any given day, there's multiple cars in the parking lot because you have a Kohl's right next door, big department store. So you want to pick a location where we can all blend in easily, like a Home Depot, a Kohl's, the mall. In this case, it was right across the street, made things simple. So that was why it was picked.
Now, the undercover officer posing as the hitman, Officer Woody John, what kind of car was he driving on that day?
He believed he was like a Chrysler Sebring. I could be wrong on the make, but it was an older sedan.
Could you see where the confidential informant, Mohammed Shihada, was from where you were parked?
Can I see him? Yes.
Could you see him?
Yes.
Could you see him telling the defendant how to act or what to say?
No.
Was he doing that?
No.
Was anyone listening to what was going on in the car between undercover agent John and the defendant?
Yes.
Who?
Well, I know Officer Reinhold for sure, because he was the one that set it all up. Me and Sergeant Bonifer also had a scanner that we were listening to at that time.
What happened in the car with the defendant and undercover officer John?
Well, they had a very pleasant meeting. There was little or no concern on the part of the suspect when she entered the car. It's pretty, evident by looking at it and listening to it. She has a specific plan and that she wanted to make sure that her husband was killed. And she actually offered many, many specifics as to, where to find him, how to meet him, et cetera, in order to expedite it.
Did she talk about paying Officer John money in order to have her husband killed?
Yes.
Now, you're sitting in the parking lot. She's, a couple of parking spaces or rows away from you.
Correct.
When you hear all this over the listening device, why didn't you jump out of your car with your guns drawn and arrest her right then and there?
Well, the case itself, when we developed it, actually had a lot more phases to be completed. Solicitation case, or an attempt case, harder cases to prove later on. We wanted to make sure we had enough evidence, get the evidence from her soliciting the undercover officer. Then, of course, we had the next step of the plan, which to actually make her believe it took place. And then after that, the final step of the plan would have been the interviews with the detectives back at the station to get her reaction from all of that and more information, more, stories or whatever she would tell us related to who she suspects that would kill her husband. And then ultimately a confrontation with the fact that we located a suspect who somehow has her phone number in his phone, and we got a lot of explaining to do. Those were the phases. This way we would have that case from beginning to end, and her intent would be clearly shown throughout the entire event. That's why we didn't arrest her immediately right then and there.
Why did you think, as a sergeant with over 20 years experience, that it was important to show her intent in this case?
Because intent is everything. When it comes down to all crimes, you have to have intent. And I would say most crimes I could think of, unless you're culpable negligence, in order to carry out something. It can't be something you just say in anger. We all say things in anger. Many times we've said things like, I'll kill you if you do that. No one actually means they're going to kill anybody. When you take actual steps, methodical, pre-planned, calculated steps, and then cover your tracks after those steps are taken.
To the narrative answer and the legal conclusion of this witness, and it's also invading the province of the jury.
I'll sustain it on the first two objections.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. Did you believe that the defendant was serious about having her husband
Objection,
killed?
asked and answered about 3 different times.
Let me hear the question first.
Did you believe that the defendant was serious about having her husband killed with a firearm?
Yes.
Now, her husband, Mike Dippolito, had you or anyone from the police department told him what was going on after this meeting at the CVS parking lot or prior to?
No.
Why not?
We didn't want to involve him in anything because we felt that obviously, even though he's the alleged victim here, we felt confident he wasn't in any danger because she believed that her request for hitman was going to carry it out. So therefore, he was safe. And we didn't want him to say something to jeopardize the investigation or possibly his own safety. That's why he wasn't told.
So after the incident in the CVS parking lot, what do you do?
You mean after we cleared that, when everybody left?
Well, okay, how about I back up?
Yeah.
How about she gets in the car, she leaves after her meeting with undercover agent Woody John. What do you do next?
Well, we went back to the station, obviously acquired the evidence that was recorded, made sure that was working, which it was. And then we had planned the next step, which I was not part of the initial next step, but the next step was planned for when we would do the mock crime scene to show that he was actually killed.
Now, you talk about a mock crime scene. Was there any other ideas that were floated around prior to this mock crime scene?
Judge, I would object on relevancy grounds. That's not this case. This is what we have.
How's it relevant?
Can we approach?
His objections are so annoying
Ranzie,
because he does it all the
prior to
time.
A decision that there was going to be a staged crime scene in this case. Was there a discussion about any other plan to show the defendant's intent?
Yes.
And what was that?
There was a brief discussion where I guess one of our cases from 10 years prior was done, where they took the would-be victim husband and laid him down and made him actually look deceased with blood and all of that, theatrics, and took a Polaroid photograph of him, which the killer then showed the suspect to verify he was dead with the newspaper, with the date and et cetera. But that was done back in a non-digital era. That was done with when everyone had Polaroid cameras. So once that was brought up, I mean, it was highly unlikely that a killer would go get a disposable digital camera.
Just one question. I'm going to object to the narrative form of witness response.
Okay.
All right. Were you involved in the discussions about how the intent of the defendant was going to be shown on August 5th of 2009?
Yes.
Okay. What is an operational plan?
It's an actual, in a police department, we have paperwork that you have to document anything you do that's of a tactical nature or surveillance. In this case, a staged crime scene, which is unusual, and we get approval up the chain of command prior to going out and doing anything from our superiors. So an operational plan is that where you document and write in an actual paper copy what your plan is, and then you submit it through your supervisors who approve the action.
And did you create an operational plan in this case, State of Florida versus Dalia Dippolito?
Yes, I did.
And did you keep a copy of that in your file?
Yes.
And is it important to keep this as part of your case file?
Yes.
And is that something that's kind of, I guess, trade secret at the police department, how you do these operational plans and how they are formatted, who does what?
Yes, we keep them in a confidential folder, so that it's not accessible to just anyone. We use them for our briefings, and then they're shredded other than the original copy that's kept in the confidential.
Now tell the jury what exactly was the plan on August 5th of 2009
Frankie.
as it relates to.
Frankie, that's a question for when Cheyenne's here.
No, but seriously, I just lost my shit reading that. Chain of command. Oh, that was great. That was
I
great.
mean, you could call it that.
Oh, that's
Frank,
a good one.
yeah, Frank, whips, chains, and cuffs.
Whips and chains and handcuffs. Oh, I almost just quoted a Ludacris song.
Please
My
don't. You're like, what did I get copyright on?
H is please don't do that. I almost couldn't help myself once he said whips, chains, and handcuffs.
I tried to respond. I've been trying to respond to some chats, but Hera has been right by my side all night. And then when she's like, no, pay attention to me. And she lays her head across my hands, my arms, and I can't move them. If I try to type, it's just going to be a lot of stuff coming out that shouldn't.
Hey, Sticky.
I have a +2 chain of command with 4 charges of intimidation.
Okay, Dungeons and Dragons, here we go. I will be your dungeon master.
Okay, I'm glad you got that because I didn't.
Hope you're ready and prepared. You definitely have to take a shot of penicillin because you never know what's going to happen.
Wow. Okay. That's how I like all my adventures to begin.
Better to be safe than sorry.
You definitely have to take a
Now
shot
that
of
we-
penicillin before we do anything else.
Now that we're talking about it, might as well take a tetanus shot as well.
Oh, nope. Sorry, can't take those. I'm allergic.
Well, you should just stand on the sidelines then.
That's fine.
You can be the cheerleader.
Ew, no, but not, I don't have anything against cheerleaders. I just am not that. I'm too old.
You're like, ew, no. He's like, fuck cheerleaders.
I wasn't.
She's like, I hate them. I hate their guts.
I wasn't the cheerleader hater in my family. My sister-in-law, on the other hand, she doesn't like cheerleaders. Not to this day. Like, it's hilarious because you have so many granddaughters. They're all going to be cheerleaders.
Every last one of them.
I'm going to love it too. I'll just
They're
go.
just like, be aggressive. Be aggressive.
She'll be like, okay.
I would be like, someone hand me a hot poker so I can gouge my eyeballs out. Thank you.
She always tells them because they call her Mimi. She's like, Mimi used to stuff cheerleaders in the trash can at school. I'm like, don't tell your granddaughters that. What's up, Becca?
That's hilarious. Becca!
Stranger.
Hey, Becca. Hey.
Becca, hi. It's good to see you, Becca. Been hibernating. I know it's cold in Florida. I feel sorry for
not.
you, but
She has an amazing view. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. It's like, God dang it. StreamYard.
we will not be going to the moon this month.
Really? Were we supposed to?
I didn't know that was the plan. All
Me
right.
either.
I mean, they were cheerleaders after all. So I'm just saying, my sister-in-law was not nice to them. She was not nice to them. Everything is StreamYard's fault.
It really is.
Or YouTube. Whoever we feel like blaming at the moment. I talked a bunch of cheerleaders into having a spitting contest from the second floor to see if we could spit into the trash can on the first floor. I hope you
Nice.
won.
Nice. I hope you spit on them.
You throw that into this chat and then you follow it up with this, and yes, that's a scientific term.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
I think Dalia had a lot of those, just saying.
Oh, for sure. Oh, she definitely did. She's used to being wet. Trust me.
Leakage.
Leakage.
That's what happened. Leakage. You know, that's the great thing about life. Is sometimes it's just so great you can't make it up.
Oh my god, it's so true.
See, Becca, I warned you. How did you wet the dress? Don't it?
Yeah.
Everything leaks. We all leak,
Uh,
especially us women as we get older.
did you?
Welcome back, Bobby.
What the?
She's used to being wetter than a slip and slide. Not you, Becca. Dalia.
Yeah, not Becca. Becca
Not
is
Becca.
not.
Becca is
yeah.
not used to that.
Becca
mean-
is a respectable human being.
I don't. Yes. Welcome back to what? I don't know.
Welcome
We're
back
the
to
mushroom-
us.
To us, the people who stole your mushrooms or something. I was staring with anticipation at something, doing nothing on two screens at the same time.
I was just waiting for you to message me. Where's my remote, Gabby?
You're leaking as we speak.
Sticky.
And rhyming as well.
Oh my God.
I was watching a countdown and a count up.
Yeah.
and then the wet dress leakage canceled the whole thing. Who stole your
stole my
mushrooms?
mushrooms?
I don't know.
It was the mushroom gnome.
Countdown to launch rehearsal. Count up on jury watch. Whew. Lots of counting. This guy's like, I can't count that high, but I do like pictures.
No, this guy can only count shots. I mean, look at how red his face is.
When she's like, you like pictures, don't you? He's like, yes, I do. I was like, that's a hint to you, Miss Attorney. He'd like some of your pictures.
Oh my God. I can't.
The mushroom gnome.
Yes, that's what I said.
Better
The
than
mushroom
the-
gnome.
Better than the mushroom man, I guess.
The mushroom man.
All right, we're about done with this. And then I'm going to go
All
get
right.
something to eat. Anyone know where I can get a cow spleen? Cow
A
spleens?
what?
Asking for a friend.
Oh my God, I thought you were legitimately asking that. I'm like, what?
No.
I don't know where to get a cow spleen.
No.
Good thing it was someone in chat. I'm like, Jesus.
My guess would be if you have any
butcher?
local processing plants, like processing places, not plants. Like we have
Like-
local processors around here. You could probably get one from them.
Like a cow spleen processing plant, maybe?
Well, like where you don't have to be, like we have a few places around here where I could take when we had ham, pork chop, and bacon, we could take them down the street to the person and get them back in food form.
Right, correct.
But it wasn't like a huge place. It wasn't a factory.
Right. I do like Bad Dazzer's comment though. He's like, a cow?
A pasture full of cows.
Cow spleen.
Crab spleens for
crab bait. Oh, going crabbing?
That's an awful question.
Well, we would use just like, I don't know,
Well, any
drumsticks, like just raw
well,
chicken.
Of course. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought after you ate the rotisserie chicken. Kayla's
No,
like,
no.
what do we do with all these drumsticks? Because I've had like 50 rotisserie chickens.
Just like a whole house is just full of rotisserie chicken carcasses. It's like, what are we gonna do with all this? Jesus. We gotta go crabbing now.
We gotta go crabbing because maybe it's a moot question.
Hello, Mr. Crab. May I have your spleen?
Mr. Cow. Mr. Cow.
I'm sorry, I said crab. My bad. My brain is messed up.
Mine too. What? An abattoir? A badshore? I don't know.
Is that some fancy English word, Haley? Cut it out. Speak real English, not like,
She's like-
maths.
Oh shit, I spilled my cat food. Leia.
Obi-Wan, you're our only hope.
Sorry, Haley. That's just the voice you have in my mind because I heard Gabby's one day. And that's just not going away.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what they're called. That.
Yeah.
I was trying to be nice.
Well, we call them, they have them here too, but they're smaller places. They're
Yeah,
butcher
they're
shops.
just yes. I used to go down to one and get like bags of of bones for my dogs. Man, they smelled so
Yeah.
freaking bad. I
Mm.
hated them. It's like, ugh. Then that place burned down. They didn't build it back. I'm like, that's kind of fishy.
Hmm.
It was a very popular place.
Pretty
Bur-
soon.
It was burned down. You're like, yeah, we're done. Okay.
Why am I hearing Star Wars codes? Did I say Star Wars? What did I say?
You did. You said you're our only hope. Whatever.
Oh yeah, Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Do you have
This
those in the
isn't
States
this.
where they put animals in meat form? Yeah. And it's,
What?
cute little plastic containers that you just go pick them up at the grocery store. I know it's weird that they just weren't born that
Where
way.
they put animals in meat form? What does that even mean? What does that
Your
mean?
hamburger, your steak,
Oh, you mean ground beef?
your sausage, your bacon, pork chops.
Yeah.
So who's the sunburn guy on the stand? He is a cop, as whoever said. He's a sergeant, Sergeant Ranzie, Boynton Police Department.
He likes Long Beach walks, and he likes his
He likes
he-
pictures.
he likes pictures, and he also likes, his little flask while he's doing a stakeout. I mean, that's him. That's his dating profile. do you
And he was part of the he's not the guy standing that's holding Dahlia oddly, is he? That's
I
not him, is it?
You know what? Well, how long was that picture from the trial?
2
'Cause
years.
it could be. If I saw him from the side view, I'd be like, yep, that was him.
Yeah, I'm wondering now.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah. Becca's like, what? So Dahlia's on trial for allegedly hiring a hitman to unalive her husband of like just a few months, not even 1 year. And when the police were notified that she was trying to find a hitman, they of course put their own guy on the job there. And then Cops was in the area filming.
Like the show Cops.
Yeah, the show Cops. So they had cops come and film in that neighborhood the same day that the hitman was supposed to unalive her husband, Mike.
Mhm.
And so
Mikey D.
Mikey D. So so Cops filmed it all. We're going to see a little bit of that tomorrow. And that's been a big part of this trial, is for the defense anyway, of if this was an act, if she thought this was an act, if they were trying to get a reality show. No, she was trying to off him.
Oh, Becca, she paid the hitman $7,000.
Yeah, she was offering $7,000. And she got married in February. In March, she bought her her lover a Range Rover, paid cash for it, and then he sold it back to the dealership because he was great. Old Mikey D had it was not, I'm sure it was all legitimate cash, and he was like Oprah. You get 7,000, you get 30,000. I have no idea where my money is going. I'm throwing stuff. And
Becca, he just had a money tree in his pocket, like legit. He's there.
And yeah, he survived. She was not successful. And no, they didn't have him stage the photos, but they told her they told her that he was not alive anymore. And she was in the police station being interrogated, and then he walked up to the door and she was like, "Oh, Mikey, I don't know what's going on."
I can just picture Mikey playing along with this, and like him like staging the photos, but it's like him like in a pool of money, like with just like unaliving juice all over him, like ketchup and stuff, and like him pretending, and and then them like showing her the photos, but it's like a rap video.
Oh my gosh. He'd be like, I have to lay like this, right?
Yeah.
That's how everyone, that's how
They
we all
have
do
they
it.
have the chalk line is just like outlined in money bills instead of a real chalk line. He's like, we're gonna have it like, really cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah, she tried to pretend she was shocked because she thought he was no longer with us.
Yeah. And
Oh,
Becca,
yes,
she looks like a Bratz doll in real life.
she does. Yeah, they told her he wasn't alive anymore. To make matters worse, they said he was dead too.
Love you, Frankie.
Man found dead, drowned in a pile of $100 bills.
I don't think that's possible.
I think it could be for him.
Well,
With a spray tan and fresh liposuction, back liposuction.
yeah, he had his back fat drained multiple times.
He'd be like, Vinny Barbarino. Barbarino.
Barbarino.
Barbarino. I don't know. I got it, Snipe. In my head. It's in there. Back suction. Stat.
Back section. I can't.
Did we capture that transition in slow-mo?
Oh my God, Becca, you have no idea. I am legit missing Mikey D on the stand because
Me too.
all these people are just no fun. It's just horrifying. Bring him back. Bring him back.
With little Mike in his hand.
Yes.
He's like,
Mikey D with little Mikey.
it's this big, but my balls are this big. I drew a picture of them and I the refrigerator.
Oh yeah, the picture. I still have that saved on my phone. I'm like, hold on, what the freaking hell is that? Saddlebags? Oh, that must have been his back fat he had to drain.
Oh my gosh. I bet they could pause the moment her morning turned to absolute horror before it became, honey, you're alive. I'm so happy to see you. Don't worry about Muhammad over here. He will be he'll be dead as well in 10 years. I mean, he will also not be with us anymore in 10 short years.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, that's true. The guy she cheated on her husband with is no longer alive anymore, Becca.
It's to scale. It is to scale. You're right, Snake.
To scale.
The longer I think about him getting his back liposuction, the more confused I get. I have never heard of it.
Never in my life have I ever heard of a guy getting a little back liposuction.
Yeah, like I've never, and then have to go get it drained.
Yes, like you gotta go. Okay, fine, liposuction, great, awesome, whatever. But you gotta get your back drained every couple of months, bro. Like, who did you have do your back liposuction?
I think
Why is this happening?
I think the guy in Bobby's picture. I think he did it.
Yo, that guy. I don't even get me started on that one.
The
Anywho,
balls in the mirror are smaller than they appear.
they really are. Whoever. They are so small.
Well, no, he already testified. He was still alive then. He passed away in 2021.
I'm getting back lipo tomorrow.
Well,
Stop it, Sticky.
you might really be leaking then. Just keep that in mind, Sticky. Just telling you. Might really be a problem. He probably really paid for butt implants, but didn't want to admit it.
He needed that juicy butt to go clubbing.
Let me just get some mouthwash before I kiss you. Might be salty.
I can't. Oh my God. That was great.
What do you say? Yep, I took a magnifying glass and what is that?
Oh God.
What is that? I can't see it.
Oh, it's a,
To
like
find
a
it in the
microscope.
fold.
It's a microscope.
Oh, a microscope. I couldn't tell what it
Yeah.
was.
Oh
That
my
is what
God.
happens when you consistently skip leg day. You never get a nice gluteus maximus. Yes,
Yeah,
they
you
did
gotta
have
do
a
squats.
deposition because he was going back to the Middle East. Remember, he wasn't coming back, although he came back, and then
Oh, Mohammed.
and then he went
Yeah.
to the great wherever in the sky or below. I don't know.
Or below.
What
He
are
was
you
over below.
doing with these pictures? Stop it. I'm gonna have nightmares.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen his gifs of this guy.
I don't like him. Also going to need a pair of tweezers, a piece of tweezers. It wasn't Gaza. It was it was by there. I think he went to Israel. I think he went to Jordan.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the reason I like your streams is because questionable comedy hour the whole time.
It's so true, though. It's so true.
We are here for your entertainment.
Ah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's finish this up. I'm hungry. I want some dinner.
All right.
I probably won't eat dinner, but I'll just be hungry. But I still want some.
Love you, Becca.
Yes, Becca. Thanks for dropping in. Don't be such a stranger. Whoever, yes, to get the splinter out. But there's no tweezer emoji, dang it.
Showing the intent of the defendant.
Okay,
That's the
we
defendant,
went
Becca.
to the home where, of course, we notified the victim in this case that this plan was happening, that actually his wife had hired an undercover officer in belief that he was a hitman to kill him, that we needed him to leave the residence, at which point we secured him out of the residence. At that time, we took our crime scene personnel and set up what would appear just like you've ever seen before in your day-to-day travels, any type of crime scene, whether it's a traffic crash or a house that's burned, you see the tape set up, block off a street. We set it up so that it would look genuine and real, so that anyone in the neighborhood would even think something occurred there. We also set up a small section for the press, where there was a van and what appeared to look like a press vehicle, which was actually our cameras. So it would look like this was a complete crime scene that you would see just like on television, or like I said, if you pass down the street.
Now, this operational plan that you came up with, did you present it to other officers at the Boynton Beach Police Department?
Yes, I did.
When did you do that?
Well, the night before, in the late afternoon, they were told we were going to do this crime scene, setup. We keep things like that, like I said, confidential until we have to, use that information because we don't want it to leak out. And then the next morning at 4:30 a.m. is when they actually sat down and got their assignments.
Okay. Now, the operational plan that you came up with, was that after Agent Woody John called the defendant and told her to leave her house the next morning?
No, I already had the plan because I knew that the agent was going to make that call and that was the agreed. The only thing that would have changed if she couldn't leave and we had to change the date or change the time. But the plan itself was I already formatted it.
Okay. And then the briefing, was that after Agent John
Yes.
made the
Yes.
call?
Yes.
At some point, were you told that the television show Cops was going to be filming the next day with you?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, we already had, like I said, July 31st when the actual case came to us, which is a Friday, and then our corroboration on Saturday the 1st took place. It wasn't until Monday, which would have been, get my dates right for a second, 3rd?
Yes.
3rd, when I came to work, where I was called into my supervisor's office and was actually met with my major, my lieutenant, and Mr. Langley, Jim Langley from the Cops TV show Productions. That's the first I had heard that they were going to be part of this.
Okay. Let me back you up. The day before,
Yes.
let's see. You're right. Friday was the 31st. Saturday was the 1st. I think I have a calendar somewhere. Did you know about Cops on the day before the staged crime scene?
The day before the stage, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because the staged crime scene was Wednesday
Right.
So yeah, I
it
knew
would
it,
have been
but
Tuesday.
Monday is when I was told, Monday.
If the stage crime scene was Wednesday, you were told
I
Monday
was
or
told-
Tuesday.
I'm going to ask the witness to be able to answer the question. The state doesn't testify.
Okay, Monday morning,
Okay.
which is the 3rd of August,
Okay.
is when I was first made aware that TV show Cops wanted to, or was going to, one of the two, ride with us at the conclusion of the case, which we, at that point, were setting up for Wednesday. But Cops wasn't involved in any of the particulars regarding the case or the setup. Up at that point, we didn't say it's going to be Wednesday. You know, I was just told Cops was going to be part of it at the conclusion on Monday. That's when I was told.
No, was the cops crew present and filming at the mobile gas station on August 1st of 2009?
No,
Was the cops film crew present and filming at the CVS meeting with the undercover officer on August 3rd of 2009? How did you fit the cops film crew into your operational plan?
well, unwillingly, I'd like to use that word. But I fit them into just the staged crime scene portion because we felt at that point, as described earlier, the actual crime of the solicitation is already committed to the undercover. That's already happened. I didn't want cops to be part of any of the case at all, but I don't have that authority. And so I fit them in to act like the press and stay behind a cordoned off area at the staged crime scene.
Did the cops film crew get to film any of the actual crime occurring, in your opinion?
No,
What do you personally know about the television show Cops? Have you ever watched it?
once or twice.
Okay. And is it something where, well, tell me what you know about them riding along with officers observing crimes occurring.
Judge, I got to object to the form of the question because there was a question and then a question, and I'm not quite sure what the question was.
Restate the question.
Tell me what you know about cops riding along with Cops, the television show, riding along with officers as crimes are occurring.
Okay, can I answer? Okay. I know as much as anyone else when you see it on TV. It's allegedly a show where whatever's happening in real time, real world, the cameras are catching it right then and there with the officers. That none of it's pre-done. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be really happening right then and there. That's all I know about the show.
Now, on August 5th of 2009, what did you do in regards to the operational plan that you had come up with?
What did I do in regards to the plan?
Yes.
I carried it out.
Okay. How did you do that? What time did you start?
We met at 4:30 a.m. at the police station for briefing, at which time assignments were given. Do you want me to get into all that?
Yes, please.
Okay. Detective Martinez, off the top of my head, unless you have the operational plan with you, I know he was assigned to go to the LA Fitness along with another detective, might have been Diaz. I'm gonna guess it was Martinez and Diaz at this point. I know it's for sure Martinez.
If you need to look at the operational plan, let me know.
Yeah, they went to LA Fitness, and that was to keep an eyeball on the suspect to ensure that she arrives. After that, when they were in place, the phone call, obviously, was made when we knew she was gone and she was at the gym. We took Mr. Dippolito out of the house, secured him, set up the mock crime scene as I described earlier, at which time I then made the phone call to the suspect's cell phone. And I left her voicemail because she didn't answer it when I called the first time, just telling her that it was the police department, that it was very important that she call. And that was a recorded call. And within 7 minutes or so, she called back and I informed her that she needed to come back to her residence. If she was local, she said she was at the gym. And I asked her to come back. She asked me what was wrong. I said it involved her husband. It was very serious. She needed to come back. At which time she responded back. And the officers that saw her leave LA Fitness ensured she came directly back to the house.
Okay, let me stop you there. May I approach witness? Sergeant Ranzie, I've shown you a state's exhibit, composite exhibit 37A through C. Do you recognize
Yes,
those photographs? What are those?
that's the residence of Mr. Dippolito and the suspect.
And are
And the
those,
stage crime scene.
okay. Here at this time, the state would move into evidence. Well, actually, I need to ask some other questions. These photographs truly and accurately depict the stage crime scene in the area of the victim's house as they appeared on August 5th of 2009.
Yes, they do.
Your Honor, at this time, the statement moved into evidence. State's composite exhibit 37, A through C.
No objection.
States 37A through C in evidence without objection.
Permission to publish, Your Honor. All right, Sergeant Ranzie, I'm going to ask you to step down with the court's permission and describe each of these photographs to the jury.
Does the lighting get better? Does it look better?
It looks better on this photograph.
Yeah,
Can we turn the lights down a little bit, Your Honor? Thank you.
that's better. Well, obviously, this is the front of the home of the victim and the suspect. We put the crime scene tape up. This is our actual police crime scene van in this photograph that's parked out in front of it.
Second picture.
In this picture, you can still see the crime scene van. You can see Sergeant Anthony here with a handheld video recorder. You have a vehicle here blocking the road so that there's no other vehicle or pedestrian traffic coming through. There's another police vehicle on that side blocking the road. This is our undercover van. It looks like a news crew type vehicle, and you can't really see it, but here's where the crime scene tape runs, keeping them back in here. This is where the TV show cops persons were to stay while we awaited the suspect to arrive.
All right, I'll show you one last photograph that's in evidence. Can you describe what's going on in that picture?
Well, it looks like chaos, right? But same thing I just described earlier, except now you can see a few more of the detectives. This is our PIO. I believe it's standing right there. More detectives. Behind the scene back in here are the cops personnel. Everyone inside the tape here are police officers or working for the police department.
All right, let me show you this photograph, an aerial photograph. Would this assist you in explaining to the jury how you set up the entire crime scene?
Yes, it would be helpful. This here is the residence. We put an officer here because vehicle traffic coming inbound here, which is north, would be diverted down the street here. We had an officer here on the back end, and as you saw in the other pictures here, so that no pedestrian traffic, because there's a garage that goes into the back of the houses. So we didn't want anybody interfering with that. And then right over here from this tree, going over here underneath this tree is where that van was, where we set up like the press, so that they had an angle of the front of the house where that crime scene van was parked. At this point, we didn't know which way the suspect would arrive. That's why we had everything blocked off. She did, however, arrive here.
Okay, and I'm gonna show you one last picture. Kind of an aerial photograph of the whole area. Can you point to where the defendant went to LA Fitness, if you can see it on that photograph?
Well, it would be in here somewhere because this is the house, this is Congress, and this is Gateway, and LA Fitness is in here. So I'm not sure which building it is in here.
Okay.
But
And what about the CVS? Can you see the CVS right there on that photograph?
CVS will be on this side of the street here.
Okay, thank you. You can have a seat.
Sorry. Don't do it. If I don't pay attention to her, she's going to paw at me. Sorry.
And scene. I saw it go blank. I was like, wait, what just happened?
Come here. You want to be on screen?
Oh.
Come here. We'll take Gabby off for just a second. Oh, you big baby. Look up there. All right. We're putting Gabby back. There it is. Look. Are you telling her to punch me? I hope not. She's been very needy today for some reason.
She loves you.
Oh, yeah. You're just so cute. I gave her some crackers earlier, which was my fault because now she's like, "You got any more of those?" They were great.
Yeah, right.
Get some cheese crackers over there. I just want some. They're so great. But All right. She's like, fine, bye, you don't. She's like, I'm over it. She's like, I had dinner, unlike you, loser. All right, well, that was exciting.
That was riveting.
It was. That was best.
I felt like I learned a lot about breast milk during that trial
Yeah, well, more than
testimony.
I wanted to know. Yeah, that was just, well, tomorrow is supposedly the video, but we have Mr. Ranzie back.
Ramsey.
Did you miss much? No. No. But tomorrow's cops video, that should be good. And then we have two more. We have one more sergeant and another detective. And then, oh, sorry. I've got things written down on too many pieces of paper because I like to write with my pencil so much. Yeah. All right. So tomorrow is law enforcement. And then on Thursday, is tomorrow Wednesday? Thursday is also
Tomorrow
law
is Wednesday.
enforcement. Tomorrow is Wednesday. The day after that is Thursday.
Correct.
You know
Although,
what? I'm
I'll
just gonna
probably
stop.
wake up and think it's Monday tomorrow. So
I'm just going to. She better not be telling me that. She better just be asking if I have crackers yet left. Not yet. That's tomorrow. Yeah, just the jokes, maybe. That was the best part.
yeah, that was good.
I like my pencils.
She loves pencils.
Yeah. I don't have to worry about I don't have any sticky notes. I do have this little piece of paper though. Next to
Good
a
thing
big
you didn't
piece of
pull up
paper.
a legal pad.
I could. It's buried because I don't want to see yellow legal pads right at the moment.
Mhm.
Or maybe for the next 6 months, but it better be Wednesday tomorrow. Sorry, I probably threw everybody off. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Cops video, more law enforcement. The next day is Thursday, more law enforcement. We're going through lots of law enforcement. We will get to her interrogation at the police department. And then her videos where she's in the car talking to the hitman. So we do still have that stuff. And then I don't know, I haven't looked to see how much of a defense that she puts on.
Mm.
So, but there is that. I know it's Wednesday where you are. And where you are.
Yeah. Correct.
And where Frank is.
Yeah.
Have a
I
good
think
night.
it's been a couple of hours into tomorrow for Frank.
Way into tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ha! Flashman, you make me laugh. Sure. Sure. There might be cameras.
Maybe.
As in, probably not. These people aren't even real.
Kind of like your profile picture.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm not putting that up there.
I mean, he is given kind of like creepy looking vibes.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Bobby.
So anyway, that'll be tomorrow.
Mhm.
Hopefully, I will have everything kind of tweaked and a little better. I got to fix my headphones. That's driving me
Right.
crazy. I only have one end, so I don't just like yell at you guys because I can't hear when I have both of them in.
Right.
And I can't hear myself, and I don't want to be like, "Hey, did you see that?" And I'm pretty sure you guys don't want me to yell at you. So I'll get it fixed.
No.
I'll figure it out. My son is on it. He's like, I'm invested in this now.
Oh, good.
I'll be looking into this. I'm like, okay, well, you have your own stuff to do, but thank you. All right. So, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. We're actually finishing kind of early tonight.
All right. Well,
You might
I-
want, you might. I mean, if you want me to yell at you, Bobby, you just let me know.
Well, you got to
Not
charge
today,
her
though.
first, and you got to see her, talent agent, which would be me. So message me, and I'll message you a price.
That's probably what you're going to do when you get it is laugh at like, what?
Yeah. Trust me, it'll be worth it.
You can talk about it. That's all right.
I just talk shit about pencils.
Be careful though, because I'm kind of hangry today.
Well, it doesn't matter the amount of money you're going to be paying for her to yell at you. So
Yeah. You're
guys
just
get
jealous.
happy.
You're just jealous. All right. On that note, see you guys all tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time. That's all I got. Cops
Bye.
video, yay, and all that stuff. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow.
That's
We
all,
already-
folks.
All right. See ya.
Hot mannequin love is kinda uncanny. Click, like, subscribe, ooh, piece of candy. Looking for my spotlight, chasing my vibe. Still looking for my credibility online. Ooh, hot mannequin love, candy on the floor, don't pick it up. Chasing all the clicks, chasing all the views. Credibility's hiding, but I'm bringing you the news. Every little scroll is a mystery, but you stuck around, watch the show with me. Laughs and chaos, that's how we roll. Drop a comment down below before you go. Every little scroll is a mystery, but you stuck around, watch the show with me. Laughs and chaos, that's how we roll. Drop a comment down below before you go. Ooh.